Hey guys, just give me one good second. I am trying to get certain things working. By the looks of it, my phone refuses to work as well as it should be. So give me a few minutes and then I'll get started. YouTube just does not want to seem to work with me today. It's not even showing up about this, unless I accidentally hit the wrong thing, which I hardly doubt I did. Because when I hit YouTube. It's still not popping up. Is my account on the right one, maybe? Give me one good second. It's on air. Just don't know why YouTube refuses to show my video right now. Okay, yeah, it still says I'm on air, so why isn't it not wanting to show my video, my broadcasting on YouTube? Give me a few minutes. There it is, but why is... I had to go on to my other account, which I don't do YouTube on that other account, just to find it, but for some reason I wasn't able to find it on my actual account, which was kind of strange. Oh, now it pops up. Okay, let me go ahead and share this to everything. Shared right there. Let's see. Profile. Alright. I think I shared it to everything that I wanted to share it to. Yeah, I think so, because I don't really have anything else to share it to. So I am good. We just respond to this message and I'll get started. There we go. I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, let me get... I know what I'm missing. Alright, gonna get started. Let me just pop my phone onto the YouTube comments, and then I'll get started. And lower this. Don't need two things popping at the same time. Alright. Hello everybody, this is Shamus Dragnus, and welcome to Code Realize Bouquet Rainbows, if I'm saying this correctly. Sorry if I'm not. Basically, I think this game is like the third game out of the games that they released out of the Code Realize. The two other games I can't really play. Because if I recall, they're on PS Vita, which was an old gaming console that was pretty much basically like the Switch in a way, but it was a PlayStation type, on the go type of thing. But they do have a bit of the stories of both of the two other games that I couldn't play of this on the back of the cover here. So I'll go ahead and read this. If you guys don't want to hear it, then you guys don't have to hear it. So the first game was called Code Realize Guardian of the Rebirth. This story about Poisonous Girl. This all happened many, many years ago. The girl searched, grass withered. The girl searched even harder. Flowers were the next to die. Even so, the girl continued her search. Eventually, the whole land rotted. The girl was a monster, a lonely monster. The second game is called Code Realize. I think it's called Future Kindness or Future Blessings. I can't really recall the name. And it says right here, the girl who was once called a monster finally discovered love. The joyful days that followed with those 5 gentlemen were that she had been yearning for, and the future that could be with him. New characters appear and never before seen stories and new endings unfold. What sort of future awaits for the girl? that's pretty much all they say about it. If I had a book or something about it, I would definitely read it, but they didn't have anything about the two games at all. So basically, I can't play the other two games, sad to say. But anyways, I'm gonna head on into the game and basically see what this game's about. Wait. Oh, well, shit. So this game isn't a game at all. It's basically both of the stories I read on the back of the cover. Well, shit. So I can play these two games, which is the first and second game. Basically, the third game is basically the first and second game. That one I did not realize. If I would have realized that, then I would have not even read this. I'll go ahead and play the first game and see how it goes. On a train with an unknown destination. Wow. I'm back at a title screen again. I have no words to what just happened there. Basically, the music sounded very nice. The music still sounds nice. And it kind of gave, like, an introduction to the characters. Sadly, I can't remember all the characters' names. But nope, don't need to do that again. I'll definitely start this off now. And just to let you know, if the graphics in any way does seem iffy, well, did come off of a PS Vista, I think it's called. So that's why it would be like the way it is now. They can only remaster it in only certain ways. How many words can I... Okay, there we go. Okay, so... No. Ah! There we go. Yes. Who am I? Oh, I'm supposed to. I thought it was a cutscene. What am I? Where did I come from? Where am I going? Loved by no one. Needed by no one. If my existence holds no meaning, then why am I here? Shadowmas, my beloved daughter. I can hear my father's voice. History has already started to shift. He has a gentle, peaceful voice. When you awaken, humanity will have to take its first step down a blessed path that ultimately leads to the truth. You will lead the people from God's cradle to the expansive world of knowledge. Shadowmas, it all begins with you. I loved you so much, my dear daughter. His hand touches my hair. His hands, big, strong hands. His touch is so comforting. But because I love you, I must keep love from you. You will be alone forever. You must never know love. You must live in isolation. The more you learn of love, the more you will be made to suffer. Because you are a monster. 6 years later, 1853.
London Bridge is falling down.
Everything is normal, so annoyingly normal.
Falling down. Falling down.
There's no sign that anyone will appear.
London Bridge is falling down.
They're really making me wait.
My fair lady.
At this rate,
London Bridge is. うるせえんだよ、さっきから。
would you kindly shut up? The man takes the binoculars from his eyes to glare at the man slumped beside him.
ねえ、なんだよ、人が気持
Ah,
ちよく
come
作業し
on.
てたのにさ。
I'm just trying to
鼻
pass
歌
the
くらいい
time.
いじゃん
Can't a
か。
man even hum to himself?
あのな、もっと緊張感持てよ。これか
Listen,
ら正規のお宝盗み出そうってんだぜ。
should I just stop talking? Because by the sounds of it, they are talking, but not in my language. Listen, we need to stay on our toes. We're about to pull off the heist of the
俺
century.
の緊張感はいつかも持ちません。
You can't expect me to stay on my toes for 5 days straight. These men have been lying here and hiding on this bare plain for 5 days already.
ロンドンが懐かしい。うまい酒、うまい料理、美しい女たち。
Ugh, I miss London, the food, the drink, the woman.
仕方ねえだろ。俺だってこんなに待つと思わなかったんだよ。
Stop complaining. I didn't think we'd be waiting here for so long either.
もうさ、横からかっさらうとかじゃなくて、自分たちで見つけちゃった方が早いんじゃないの？そっちの方が危なくないじゃん。
Don't you don't you think it would be faster if we went out and stole it ourselves instead of trying to snatch it during transport?
それができるならとっくにやってる。この地方ってだけしか情報がねえんだ。あとは連中の後を追っかけるしかねえだろ。
One second, guys. If that were if that was possible, we'd have done that already. All we know is that it's in this area. So all we can do is go after them.
その連中がいつまで経ってもやってこないわけだけど。
And they're sure taking their sweet time. That's all I'm saying.
そのうちやってくるんだよ。いいか？泥棒ってのはな。
They'll come around eventually. Listen, a thief has to
入
have
念な準備と気を待つ忍耐だろう。この5日で何回聞いたことか。もうセリフ覚えちゃったよ。
Yeah, a plan and the patience to pull it off. You've been saying that over and over for the past 5 days. While sitting, he takes a small device from his pocket and holds it up. He looks at it doubtfully.
これ、この間みてえに爆発しねえだろうな。
This isn't going to blow up like last time, is it?
何言ってんの？するわけないじゃん。俺ってば世界一の天才技師よ。安心しな、この俺が保証する。
What? No way, I'm the world's greatest engineer. It's going to work fine, I guarantee
お前
it.
の保証ほどは当てになんねえもんは。いや、待て。
Yeah, well, your guarantee isn't worth... Hang on. A group of soldiers appears in the binoculars view.
連中、やってきやがった。
They're here.
ね、マジで？
Seriously? The first man nods and continues to study the situation. 4 military automobiles, 1 escort transport, and 20 soldiers in total. What is the glossary? Oh, it tells you. It tells you what the automobiles mean. A term of French origin for self-powered vehicles. Their earliest models were steam-powered automobiles. Steam-powered and automobiles in this game are largely run on steam as well. And just their luck, one of the vehicles is carrying hunting dogs. A man who appears to be the commander is in the lead automobile, and from the way he looks around, he wouldn't be an easy target. It's a huge unit. It could be trouble. But the report was wrong.
王室の近衛兵たちか。なんでこんなところに。
The report was wrong. They aren't Twilight. From their uniforms, royal family guards? What are they doing here? Twilight, a special task force within the British government. Its main goal is to gather information. Although it has many agents working for it, its existence is kept a secret to the general public. R1. Royal family, a lineage of the British imperial family with a long history. The present Queen Victoria is a descendant of the Havorian dynasty.
何予想と違うの？作戦変更した方がいいんじゃない？
What's this? They're not what you were expecting? Maybe we should change the plan.
いや、かえって都合がいい。
No, this
作戦通りだ。集合場所で待ってろよ。
No, this actually works out better for us. Stick with the plan. Meet me at the rendezvous point.
ねえ、マジ？
I think it's rendezvous.
準備、木を見る忍耐はどこに行ったんだよ？
Are you seriously? Are you serious? What happened to a plan and the patience to pull it off and all that
そ
stuff?
の言葉には続きがある。
That's not the full saying.
そして時には大胆に。そうでなくては泥棒は務まらない。
And when those don't work, a thief has to be daring. He tossed the binoculars aside and prepares to leave.
わかったよ。ちゃんと生きて戻ってくれよ。お前にはまだまだ手を借りたいんだからさ。
Oof, alright. Don't you go dying on me. I still need your help with a number of things.
誰に向かって物言ってやがる。この俺様がちょっとやそっとで死ぬもんかよ。
Who do you think you're talking to? It'll take more than this to kill me. With that, the man runs out into the darkness. It has taken forever to piece together the clues leading to this moment. He will reach his target. The moon is hidden behind some clouds. That's not good. The darkness makes it easy to run, but hard to track.
レオンハルト隊長殿、屋敷の包囲完了しました。
Captain Leon Hart, we have surrounded the mansion.
ご苦労。屋敷から逃げる者があれば必ず捕らえよ。
Excellent work. Anyone attempting to leave the building is to be captured.
了解であります。
Yes, sir. The captain returns the soldiers' parting salute, then turns to the abandoned-looking building that stands before him. Through a minutious search, he finally located this mansion hidden in the forest. The initial reports have been so far been correct.
ここに怪物がいるというわけか。
So this is where the monster has made its den. He is not eager to complete this mission. A search and capture operation such as this does not normally fall under his purview. Oh God. Rampart Leonhardt, Knight and Captain of the Royal Guard, furrowed his brow. Knight, a title granted to one who has performed a great accomplishment for the nation. This gives one bragging rights over one's neighbors, unless, of course, they are also knights. Captain of the Guard, the position responsible for managing the Royal Guard. This post is currently held by Rampart Lionheart. Rampart Lionheart, a piratic British officer and captain of the Imperial Guard. He is a devoted agent of the Queen who acts without restraint. The men under his command are the Royal Guard, protectors of Queen Alexandria Victoria, Supreme Ruler of Britain. The United Kingdom, Britain. Though the country's official title is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, the UK is a common shorthand. Alexandria Victoria, the supreme ruler of the British Empire, the world's most powerful military nation, a competent leader who prioritized the expansion of her realm, not someone to cross. Royal Guard, select soldiers who guard the monarch at Buckingham Palace. They boast a higher proficiency and greater loyalty than the average soldier. Their current mission is to protect Queen Victoria as she travels to Wales for an inspection tour. Wales, the region where the main character was born, located in the southwestern area of the UK. It's said to have supported the Industrial Revolution with its abundant natural resources. It has a rich natural environment, and 20% of its land is designated as natural parks today. However, he receives a message through his Aether communication device. Aether and the transmitter. Aether is a medium necessary for the transmission of light and heat through air. The transmitter is a device that causes vibrations in the aether to transmit information. Though the theory has since been disproven for the purpose of this game, aether exists. The communique came from Finis, the British military's technical advisor, who holds authority in governmental research products. Finis, a mysterious figure acting as the British military's technological advisor. He is also the leader of Twilight. Capture the monster that hides within a mansion in Wales. It may already be dead. If so, quickly dispose of the body. However, if there's a chance that it still lives, it must be captured at all costs. Shortly after this message was sent, a device was delivered that could supposedly detect the monster along with instructions. This mission is probably of little importance to Finis. If it has been, Finis would have sent one of his pawns from his special task force, Twilight, to carry it out instead. There is just so little information. What is this monster?
その肌に触れたものは溶けて消える。電報にはそう記されていたが、これはそのままの意味なのだろうか。
The creature's touch causes flesh to melt and fall away. Is this meant to be taken literally? Perhaps it is some figure of speech. Leonhardt asked for clarification multiple times, but Finis never responded.
いや、悩んでも仕方あるまい。
There is no use in brooding over it.
隊長殿、突入準備整いました。
Captain, we are prepared to enter. Leonhardt brings his thoughts back to the present and focus on the task at hand.
しかし、隊長殿、相手は一人なのでしょう。これほどの警戒をする必要があるのでしょうか。
But Captain, we're only going to be facing a single target, aren't we? Do we really need all this security?
我が物、何者かはわからないが、相手は怪物とのことだ。女王陛下の剣たる我々には不名誉な失敗など許されん。
Idiot. We have no idea what we are facing, only that it is a monster. As the swords of Her Majesty, we cannot risk failure.
万難を排してことにあたり、万一の失敗も事前に防ぐ。これがナイトの進むべき道だ。
We will take any and all necessary precautions and avoid any possible missteps. That is how a knight prepares for battle.
失礼いたしました。
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. When he sees that his troops are prepared, Leonhardt gives a small nod.
全員第1級警戒態勢。第1班を先頭に第2班、第3班突入。
All men remain at full alertness. Squad 1 leads the way inside, followed by Squads 2 and 3. The doors are quickly kicked down, and soldiers and dogs rushed into the dimly lit interior of the mansion.
異常なし。
All clear over here.
こちらも異常なし。
This room is clear over. This room is clear too. Leonhardt follows his men inside. The soldiers quickly spread out, and soon they have taken over the mansion. So far, no monster has been found. How long has this building stood empty? The walls are rotting in the humidity, and shafts of moonlight are filled with dust. The dogs, as if sensing an unseen danger, has not stopped growling the entire time. As Leonhardt steps forward, the small device meant to detect the target emits a sharp sound. That kind of was annoying. The captain gathers a few of his soldiers and follows the device, which squeals as he stands in front of a particular door.
ここか。
It's in here. He switches the device off and slips it into his pocket, then motions to the gun-wielding troops, who take positions nearby. He prepares himself to face the monster that awaits them on the other side, then gives the signal to break down the door. The soldiers smash through and rush inside. A skylight lets some light in, but the moon has ducked behind another cloud. However, he can sense tension in the room. A strange atmosphere fills the air. The room is packed with dolls. In this dim light, the sheer number of them is unsettling rather than cute. The shadow of a person can be seen sitting in a chair in the center of the room. The shadow doesn't move even when the soldiers surround it, guns drawn. Either this person is very brave, or as the message suggests,
死んでいるのか。
is it dead? One of the soldiers approaches the chair. The shadow slowly raises its head. At that moment, the clouds part, letting light into the room. Long, glossy hair. Melancholy eyes slowly opening. Her flawless skin and symmetrical face more than resembles a doll's. Her clothing is strange, seeming more like decoration than fashion. Everything about her seems oddly mystical. The girl blinks once slowly. Her blank eyes take in her surroundings. At this simple action, Leonhardt hears himself and the others gasp involuntary. This beautiful girl, lit from above by the soft moonlight like an ethereal creature. She must be
怪物だというのか。
a monster? I hear voices. The voices of many people. None of them are my father. Why do they wake me? I wanted to stay in my slumber forever. I wanted to stay with my dreams forever.
これが怪物なのか。
This is the monster? Monster? Yes, I am a
隊長殿、
monster.
捕獲すべき怪物とはこの少女のことなのですか。
Captain, is this girl what we were sent here to capture?
おう、にわかには信じがたいが、どうやらそのようだ。
Yes, it's hard to believe, but this seems to be the case.
どんな化け物が出てくるかと思えば、こんな娘とはな。
I was expecting something more monstrous, but she's just a girl.
バカ、警戒を怠るな。
Idiot, don't let your guard down.
おい、どうしたんだ。落ち着け。落ち着けって。
Hey, what are you doing? Calm down, calm down. I know that sound. A dog's growl. I've heard it before. Dogs were chasing me. They were growling and barking, trying to bite me, trying to eat me, to kill me. They were so much faster than me. The dogs. A large dog barks loudly and leaps on me. Stop. I protest weakly in a scratchy voice, but the dog has me pinned in my chair. Its teeth tear through my clothing and pierce the skin of my soldier. I can feel my blood flow from the wound. In the next moment, the dog yelps and jumps back.
おい、
Hey, what's wrong? As he speaks, something happens. The dog's mouth begins to melt. Like mud, it begins to drip and fall away. The dog's head and neck begins to crumble, and the oozing mass of flesh fizzles. The dog drops to the ground. It writhes in agony for a short time, then stops moving.
なんなんだよこれは。
What in God's name? Why? Because it touched my skin? Because of a tiny drop of my blood? Just looking at the misshapen corpse makes me feel awful. It died because of me? The men around me tear their gaze free from the mess and back away, still surrounding me.
警戒しろ。相手はやはり怪物だ。
Watch out, it really is a monster.
一歩でも動けば撃ち殺すぞ。
Don't move, move and I'll shoot. Fear and confusion, doubt and anxiety. It's just as before. It's very scary but somewhat familiar.
触れてしまえばそれだけで殺される。
Surround her, but keep your distance. She can kill you with a touch.
うろたえるな。レディに銃を向けてはならない。
Compose yourselves, men. Never point your weapon at a lady. One of the soldiers cries
しかし
out.
隊長殿、相手は怪物です。そんな悠長なことを。
But Captain, we have to do something to protect ourselves. You have to realize
無
that.
論理解はしていると。我が輩も共に見ていたのだから。確かに驚くべきことだ。
Of course I understand. I saw what happened here with my own eyes. I doubt I'll forget it anytime soon.
だが、落ち着くんだ。見てみろ。彼女は敵対するつもりはないようだぞ。
But calm down. Look, she doesn't look like she'll try to resist. I remain seated in my chair, but I look up to meet the speaker's eyes.
要件に関しても一瞬だが彼女は静止しようとした。先の出来事は意図的に起こされたものではない。
Even with this incident with the hound, she tried to stop it, but it was over too quickly. She didn't intend this to happen. Yes, but... Let me check something real quick, guys. Has it all this time been like hard for you guys to see the footage? Because I'm just realizing that in my view it's looking like it's hard to see anything for some odd reason. Unless it's my internet that's doing that. Nope, I think it's the actual video. I'll try to... Oh no, never mind. So it was my internet, okay. I was just trying to figure that out. The leader approaches me and gently kneels down, putting his face on my level. At my level.
まずは突然の来訪や非礼を詫びよう。そして願わくは何も聞かず我々に同行してほしい。
Little Miss Monster, I would first like to apologize for the rudeness during our sudden visit. Would you please come with us? Monster, a creature exhibiting powers beyond that of ordinary humans. In this game, this term is used against the protagonist who has deadly poison coursing through her veins. His gentle but firm tone leaves no room for argument. After a brief pause, I nod. I stand without another word and leave my room behind. I have no reason to resist. How many years have I been staying here? The people are so tense. I see fear in their eyes. They see me as something foreign. I wonder if these people will kill me. If that is why they have come here, so be it. I have reservations, but I'm not scared. That poor dog. It shouldn't have been that way. The dog should have killed me. Horseless carriages cut their way through the quiet of the night to meet us. They tie my hands and load me into one. I stare up through the window at the sky. I have no interest in where they are taking me or what will happen to me there. If I'm going to be killed, I feel oddly relieved to think this. But I have only one regret. Just one. I wish that I had. It all happened so suddenly. A crash and flash cut through the night. The car ahead of us flips over and rolls over on the road. The carriage we are in screeches to a halt before we hit the overturned car ahead. The car behind us tries to swerve, but his tip over, crashing into us from behind. The stricken vehicles blocked us in.
なんだ盗賊の砲撃か何かか
What is it? Are we under attack?
わからんいきなり目の前の地面が爆発したぞ
The road exploded. I can't see anyone outside. Everyone riding with us draws their guns and exits the car.
何者だ我らを栄えある英国兵と知っての修行か
Whoever you are, know that you have just attacked the finest soldiers in Britain.
もちろんよーく知ってるさ
One second, you guys. My dog's having a nightmare. Roxas. Roxas. You okay, Papa? You're okay. You were just having a nightmare. I can tell when he's having a nightmare because he just starts whining. And he's asleep, so of course he's whining and he's asleep. Roxas, no. Stay. I'll be right back, you guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to calm him down and basically, sir, he was after my sister's dog's bone, so I had to give him back his bone. Now he's just laying down and relaxing, just pretty much looking like he's about to fall asleep again. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to continue now. I know exactly who you are. A voice rings out in the night.
どこだどこから聞こえる
Where is he? Where's that voice coming from?
おいあれを見ろあの
Over-
廃墟の上だ
Over there, on top of the ruins. I turn to see where the soldier is pointing. There is someone standing there. I see a figure silhouette by the moon. Her Majesty must be proud that her honorable royal guard has come all this way to carry out a kidnapping.
我々を侮辱するか貴様何者だ
How dare you impugn our name? Who are you?
俺の名はアルセーヌ・ルパン何驚くには値しねえどこにでもいるただの麗しき泥棒紳士さ
The name is Arsène Lupin. No need to be shocked, sirs. I am merely your average dashing gentleman thief. Arsène Lupin, known as the Dashing Gentleman Thief. Lupin is a master burglar famed throughout Paris for his brilliant artistic crimes and his non-violent methods. Lupin, as the man standing above us shouts his name, I feel it carving into my heart. A thief? You low-life scum. What do you want from us? Wait a tick, I heard of this man. Some sort of burglar who works in Paris. I am impressed. You're quite right. My presence here is quite an honor. You lucky gentlemen will witness my handiwork with your own eyes. What's more, the man calling himself Lupin looks at me. I feel his piercing gaze through his mask. Mademoiselle, can you hear me? I stare up at him silently. I do have a confession to make. My purpose for being out here on this night is you, dear lady. I have come to take you away. Take me away? Now, don't you fret, mademoiselle. I am here to rescue you from the hands of these dogs, and with great style. Watch. You impudent cur, for a lowly robber to stand before the prejudiced British Royal Guard is inexcusable. All of you, capture this man. Yes, sir. Everyone prepare to fire. Right, take aim. Wait, no. Fire! Okay. The shadow dances jerkily as the soldiers open fire. Many of them must have hit. The shadow collapses to the ground. I'm holding my breath. Idiot, I said to capture him. Why would you give the order to fire? I'm sorry, my sister just pretty much sent me a message saying this is what my life has come to. And she sent me a picture of a ripped up paper or toilet paper piece that has the drawings of Dexter Laboratory. Anyways, sorry. We get back onto this. If he is who he says he is, then the one and only Arsène Lupin can never be captured, not even by the entire the Paris police force. He has to be brought down and quickly, or else he would have stolen the monster. That man, Lupin, did he really die just now?
やりやがったな。これだ。死んじまうじゃねえか。くそ。ミキ君、死にす。
Nice acting. You cads, you've gone and done it. You've ended my brilliant life. Cut short too soon. Freaking well done on acting. He sits up howling with laughter.
なんだ、なぜ奴は笑っている。そもそもあの銃撃を受けてなぜまだ生きている。
What is happening here? How is he even alive after being shot so many times?
隊長殿、ルパンの体が。
Captain, look out! Before the soldier can say more, Lupin's body erupts into a bright light, blinding me with its glare. At the same time, a series of explosions rocks the ground. The carriages around us are in disarray.
なんだなんだ。何が起きてるんだ。
What's going on? What kind of trick is
ま
this?
た砲撃か。まさか仲間が隠れていたのか。
Another attack. He must have an accomplice hiding somewhere.
落ち着け。これはおそらくもともと道に仕掛けてあったのだ。奴は一人だ。術中にはまるな。
Calm down. He's likely planted these bombs before we got here. Don't allow him to fool you. The thief is acting alone. The captain's clear voice and reason have no effect on the man. Smoke from the explosions does not clear, but continues to thicken around us. Soon it is difficult to see.
どこだ。奴はどこに行った。
Where is he? Where did he go? The soldiers shout in confusion. Suddenly a shadow appears before me. I almost cry out, but the man raises a finger to his lips.
ビビらせ。安心しろ。俺は幽霊なんかじゃねえよ。何？ちょっとした四角付きの風船だ。
Did I startle you? My apologies. Fear not. I'm not a ghost. That was just a trick. Did I skip something accidentally? He grins and holds out his hand.
さあ、お父さん。夜の逃避行と参りましょう。
Take my hand, man Moses. Shall we make our great escape out into the night? No, don't touch me, please. You'll die from the poison.
ああ、知ってるよ。素肌に触れれば大丈夫。平気だよ。お前の手袋は毒を防ぐためのもんだろ。
I'm aware of it, but that only comes from skin contact, doesn't it? And your gloves block the poison, do they not? Yes, but He suddenly pulls me by the arm.
俺を信じろ。
I will be alright, trust me. He pulls me up to him with a compelling strength that his slender frame bellied. For a moment, I fear he will melt, and I stare at him in terror. But,
ほら、な。なんともねえだろ。
you see, I am unarmed. Yes. He looks back at me with an excited smile, a smile that seems totally unfitting for the current
おい
situation.
おい、そう硬くなるな。 せっかくの美人が台無しじゃないか。力抜いて俺に全部任せろ。
Give me a second, you guys. Alright. Relax, my lady. A beautiful face like yours is wasted without a smile to go with it. Now leave. Leave this all to me.
何も怖がることはない。このアルセウムルカ欲しいものは必ず手に。失敗の確率は常にゼロ。
There's nothing to be afraid of. The great Azarin Lupin always gets what he wants without fail. As he talks, he pulls me straight beside him and looks about us happily.
最後のダメ押しといこうかね。
Time for the final touch. So what? I have no idea what he's talking about.
何をしている。あのコソ泥は南に逃げたぞ。おいおい。
He sounds like Lionheart. What are you doing? That scoundrel escaped to the south. All of you, grab your guns and go after him. Move, move. See what I did there? Amazingly, Lupin's voice sounded exactly like that of the Captain Leonhardt.
大将殿、南だ。全員南へ走れ。
Yes, Captain. You heard him, men. South, go, go, go!
何をバカな。騙されるな。こいつがルパンだ。
You fools! That was a trick. Get back here! The real captain shouts out through the smoke.
何を言っている。貴様こそルパンだろう。見ろ、私が本物だぞ。騙されてはいかん。
Liar! How dare you impersonate me? I'm the real captain, men. Don't be fooled. That was Lupin talking just now.
隊長殿が2人。何がどうなってるんだ。
I'm hearing double. To Captain Leonhardt?
視界じゃ判断がつかない。とにかく怪物の周囲を固めるんだ。
We can't tell who's who in this smoke. Everyone, just surround the monster. By the time the soldiers began to gather around us, Lupin had picked me up and run out. I looked back at the smoke still rising behind us as we rushed through the moonlit grass. The only thing I feel now is Lupin's arm holding me through my clothing. I don't know how far we ran. Before I knew it, we were on a track in the forest.
よし、ここまで来れば大丈夫だろう。
Alright, we should be safe now.
なんだ、気になるか？大丈夫だよ。偽の痕跡をあらかじめ用意したからな。今頃連中、あさっての方角を探してるだろうよ。
Are you worried? Don't be. I left some fake footprints behind. They're probably completely lost right now.
よし、今回も無事に回収完了。やっぱ俺は天才だよな。
Another caper completed. I truly am a genius. Lupin stretches and looks up at the night sky. I follow his gaze. How long has it been since I last stared at the stars? Not just through the window in my room, but in the fresh air. The wind brushes against my cheek. Even though I've seen this so many times to be bored with it, now it feels beautiful. Lupin appears to be shaking as he focuses on the sky. What's the matter? Lupin?
いや、傑作だったな。連中の顔見たかよ。王室のこの絵が聞いて呆れるぜ。
Mondeu, did you see their faces? Royal Guard? They are nothing compared to me.
隊長である私を見抜けないとは。それでもお前たちはこの絵かって見事にハマってよ。なあ、お前もそう思わ。
That captain was all. You fools, he's tricking you. They were completely baffled, don't you?
どうした？なんか辛そうだな。
What's the matter? Are you hurt?
まさか逃げるときにどっか痛めたか？どこだ？どこが痛む？隠す必要はないから言ってみろ。
No, did something hit you as we were escaping? Where are you hurting? You don't have to hide it from me. I shake my head. It's not pain, it's sadness. I was ready for death, but here I am. I can't touch anyone. I'm a monster who hurts anyone around me. My life serves no use to anyone.
なんだ、怪我はねえのか。そ
Oh.
れならいいけどよ。じゃあ、なんでだ？
Oh, so you're not hurt? Good, good. Then what is
教えて
it?
くれ。何が悲しい？
Tell me, what has you so disposant? Who are you?
あ、おっと、こりゃ失礼。そういや、改めての自己紹介はまだだったな。
Oh, pardon me. I do suppose I haven't formally introduced myself. Lupin bows as if on stage.
改めて名乗らせてもらいましょう。私の名はアルセーヌ・ルパン。お嬢さん、訳あってあなたのハートを盗みに来ました。
Allow me to present myself. Azrin Lupin. For reasons I cannot disclose, Mademoiselle, I have come to steal your heart. My heart?
そう、言葉通りにハートさ。だが、ただで盗むってわけじゃねえぜ。
Yes, literally. But I won't take it for free.
美しいご令嬢を悲しませるのは趣味じゃない。お前からハートを盗む代わりに、一つだけお前の願いを叶えてやるよ。
It's not my style to leave a beautiful young woman disappointed. In exchange for your heart, I will grant you one wish. A wish?
ええ、そうですとも。お嬢さん、このしがない泥棒が必ずや真実の言葉を持ってあなたの願いを叶えてみせましょう。
Indeed, Mademoiselle, this humble thief promises you in all sincerity that he will grant you a single wish. A wish. My heart responds to his words. I have realized what I most desired. A wish tucked deep within my heart that I forbade myself to ever think of. It bubbles up into my mind. I have never touched another person. Not once in my entire life. I resigned myself to a life that a life like that and came to terms with it long ago. As my father said, I would be alone forever. But I want to touch you. I want to feel you, your warmth. Oh. The words tumble out before I can stop them.
そうか。お前は。
A touch. I see. So you... He stares at me seemingly deep in thought. Is it impossible?
いや。
No. What happened to his eyes? His eyes are closed or something? I can't tell. Lupin smiles confidently. He kneels down, takes my hand, and smiles.
承知しました。美しいお嬢さん。このアルセーヌ・ルパンの名にかけて、その願い、必ずや。
Your wish is my command, Mademoiselle. I, Azrin Lupin, do swear that I will grant you your desire. The moon shines brightly up above. Oh, how beautiful it is. How have I never seen it this way before? On a train with an unknown destination. Wait, is it just playing the beginning again? It is! Was that the ending of it, or was that like the prologue, maybe? Yep, it was. Chapter 1, London Steam. I had a dream. Yes, a dream. A dream about long ago. When I awoke, Father was gone. I still have Father. I must wait for him. I have no other memories and I don't even know who or what I am. But this doesn't sadden me. He has left a note for me at the mansion. It has a number of rules written on it. Never leave this mansion. I will come back for you, I promise. Lastly, it said this. You must never break these rules no matter what. If you do, nothing but misfortune will come because you are a monster. But I broke those rules. That's what caused this to happen. People chased me and called me a monster. I even brought misfortune down upon those who have accepted me and tried to love me. And since then, I have kept myself shut in that room for a long, long time, because I am a monster. Until the day I die, I must sit right there and wait for Father to return. That is what I believe. So, how did she get food and everything? That's my question. I really don't understand. Did she not need to go for like supplies of food or anything like that? Was the supplies there or what? That confuses me a lot because during the time, we don't know how long she's been in that mansion. I would have thought she'd been in there for like ever since she was born or something. Unless she's only been in there for a short time, because there could probably been like a curse on her or something, but it confuses me. If she was there ever since she was born and her father left her like when she was a child or something, then what'd she do for food and everything else? Food, water, because there would probably been no water due to being abandoned and everything. And since she wasn't able to leave the mansion, but wait, didn't she also claim that she was in slumber? Okay, I think I understand. She was in slumber until probably she was in slumber for quite a long time until the guards decided, oh, let's wake her up. Yeah, that's probably it. Give me a second, you guys. My sister's dog is barking. She's probably barking at the dogs that are in the dog park. I can't let her out or she'll try to go outside and she'll run over towards the dog park, so I'm not gonna let her out. I'm keeping the door closed. She'll bark herself to sleep, hopefully, because she's a puppy, so. You stay in your bed. The sound of birds chirping slowly raises me from my dream into consciousness. I feel a gentle breeze blowing. I'm not in that room anymore. That's comforting yet lonely cradle. It comes back to me. Lupin took me away. I open my eyes to see a field of grass stretching as far as the eye can see. Ah, you're finally awake. Why do you look so stunned?
さては俺がいい男すぎて驚いたか？安心しな、それは当たり前の反応だ。俺なんて鏡見るたびに驚いてるぜ。
I see. Is it because I'm too handsome to be believed? I get that a lot. Every time I look in the mirror, in fact.
この鏡の向こうのいい男は何者だってな。
Oh my, who is that dashing young man on the other side of the glass? All the time. It's not that.
冗談が通じねえな。じゃあ何をそんなに呆然としてんだ？まさか昨日のこと忘れたわけじゃねえだろ。
I suppose humor isn't your thing. Why do you look so surprised then? Don't tell me you forgot about yesterday. I woke up and you were right in my face. It was something of a shock. You were too close. You're dressed differently too. That was a little unexpected. You look like a different person.
そいつは結構。俺はお前を驚かせたかったんだからな。
Haha, great. I wanted you to be surprised. You did? Why?
そんなの決まってるじゃねえか。悲しんでるのと無表情以外の顔が見たかったからだよ。
Isn't it obvious? I needed to see some expression on your face other than sad or blank. And why is that?
これから長い付き合いになるんだぜ。相手のことを知りたいって思うのは普通じゃねえか。
We're going to be in each other's company for quite some time. It's important that we get to know one another better. What do you mean?
質問が多いお嬢さんだね。それはそうだ。まずは飯にしようぜ。簡単なもんだけどな。
You're full of questions, aren't you? It's because, well, why don't we just have something to eat first? Just a nibble. Lupin lays a cloth down over the grass and places a basket on it.
と言っても、昨夜の夜食用だからな。冷めちまってるな。ま、腹が減ってりゃ何でもうまいだろう。
This was meant to be last night's supper, so it's cold now. But anything's good if you're hungry enough, isn't that right? Lupin places a sunny side up egg on a piece of toast and hands it to me.
どうした？食わないのか？
What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? I haven't shared a meal with another person in a while. This is also new.
ああ、そうだ。お前、ずっと一人で暮らしてたのか。
Ah, I see. You've been living alone all this time.
別に礼儀作法が必要なわけでもねえ。心の赴くままに食べりゃいいのさ。
It's just an
仕事の後の飯はうめえ。
It's just an egg on toast, for heaven's sake. There's no need for table manners, so eat up. Ah, it tastes great. He takes a bite of his toast and looks over at me. He tilts his head as if noticing something for the first time.
で、お前、食事とか大丈夫か？ほら、毒で。
Oh, I never asked. Can you eat? After all, with the poison and everything? Yes, I can eat. I bring the toast up to my mouth and take a bite. Chew, swallow.
マジだ、すげえ。
That-
口の中は物が溶けたりしないのか？
That's good to know. Does it melt in your mouth? I shrug. It starts to become mushy right away.
おう、ドロドロか。
Mushy, eh? But I can taste it, and it's very good. I feel the flavor spread through my mouth.
そうかい。そんならよかった。インピーってやつが仲間にいてよ。そいつがやたら料理に凝っててな。
Well, that's good to hear. One of our group, Impei, is very much into
パン
cooking.
生地こねるところから始めんだ。いろいろと隠し味があるらしい。
He makes his own bread from scratch. Supposedly, he adds his own hidden flavors. After one bite, I couldn't stop. I had forgotten what it was like to eat for so long, and delicious food has a way of bringing happiness.
うまいか？
I take it you like it, Shomus? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
口の中を空にしてから喋れよ。
Don't talk with your mouth full. I swallow my current mouthful and ask again. How do you know my name?
そりゃわかるさ。今回の俺のターゲットは他の誰でもなくお前自身なんだ。
You were
情報の下調べは抜かりねえさ。
You were my mission. I make sure to study up on the targets of my heist. Study up? How did you find out about
イギ
me?
リス政府の極秘資料をちょっとばかり盗み出してな。
It happened to procure some confidential materials from the British government. The British government, an organization with legislative and administrative duties within the constitutional monarchy of the UK. It has little influence over the power of the monarch. Victoria? It has little influence over the power of the monarch Victoria. I see. Procure?
そう俺に盗めねえもんはねえってことさどんな財宝もどんな情報もな
Well, steal if you want to be precise. There's nothing I can't steal. Money, jewels, or information. Why did the government have information about me in secret files? This is just one of many questions I have, but I need to know about this man. So you're really a thief?
そこは頭に王をつけてほしいところだな
If you're going to use that word, I must ask that you say amazing first. An amazing thief.
そうその通りアルセーヌ・ルパン後世に名を轟かす予定の大泥棒にして大盗賊だ
Exactly. Arsène Lupin, the master thief and robber supreme. I have plans for my name to go down in history. I wonder what the difference is between a thief and a robber. Isn't stealing bad?
そりゃあまあ基本的にはなだが俺は正義の泥棒だから問題なしだ
Well, in general, yes. But I am a thief with a heart of justice, so it's not a problem. Thief and justice seem to be a contradiction.
魅力的な男ってのはいつだって矛盾を抱えて生きてるもんなんだぜ
Tisk, tisk, tisk. A handsome man is always critical with some sort of contradiction, don't you know? His answer doesn't really make sense to me, but I nod and turn my attention back to the food. Sitting here in the warm sunlight, the meal becomes entrancing. The taste of the egg with Lupin's cheery voice is somehow very soothing. Once I collect my thoughts, I take a better look at Lupin as he eats his egg on toast. I have another question.
どうしてそんなにいい男なのかってその謎だけはこの俺にも解けねえな
How am I so handsome? That's a mystery that not even I can solve. That's the second time we've had this conversation. This man, it's amazing how much confidence he has. That's not it. Those men, the ones from yesterday, where were they trying to take me?
ちょっと待ってな
One moment.
じゃまあ一度にあんま話しても頭に入んねえだろうし簡単にな
Alright, it's too much to take in all at once, so I'll try to keep it simple.
まずお前をさらおうとした連中の目的だが奴らの狙いはホロロギウムだ
First, those men were after the Horogolium. Horowadium? Lupin becomes very serious.
永久期間さ永遠に脈打つハート永遠に膨大なエネルギーを作り出すことのできると言われる宝石それがホロロギウムだ
It's a source of unlimited energy. A heart that beats forever. That's what the Horogolium is.
現在の科学では到底作り出すことのできないその宝石を一人の天才が作り出したと政府の機密書類にはそう書かれてた
This gem is completely impossible to create using modern technology, but the secret file said that one man succeeded.
過程も理由もわからねえがその天才は自らの娘の体に宝石を埋め込む
The process he used to do so is unknown, and the man buried the gem within the body of his own daughter. His daughter? You mean...
お前
That would be you, Shadamus. I don't know anything about my father. Do you know him, Lupin? I stare at him in surprise, and he looks back at me with some surprise as well.
そんなの当然じゃねえか。イギリスに住んでるやつなら、いや、世界中の人間が知ってるぜ。
Of course I do. Anyone who lives in Britain, no, anyone in the civilized world knows about
む
him.
しろ、なんでお前が知らねえんだよ。実の父親だろ。
What's more interesting is why don't you know about him? He is your father. I can only remember 2 years of my life.
2年
2 years? Yes, I woke up in that mansion 2 years ago. All I knew was that I had to wait there. That father would come for me. And yet I broke the rule that he laid down for me once in the past. I still regret it. Lupin looks at me questioningly and I speak up again. Even though I don't remember much, I do know some things. I read the books that were in the mansion,
な
but
るほど。外の事情はよく分かってない。
I
知識
see.
があっても常識がねえってわけか。
I see. So you know nothing of the outside world. You have knowledge but no life experience. I was waiting for Father all that time. He's the only thing I have. Please, Lupin, I want to know more about my father. He looks at me for a while, then nods.
分かった。ひとまずざっくりと説明してやるよ。どうせ知らなきゃことは進まねえんだからな。
Alright, I'll give you a brief overview. You'll need to know this to move forward anyway.
まず第一に、お前の父親はアイザック・ベックフォードって科学者だ。この名前、聞き覚えあるか？
First of all, your father is a scientist named Isaac Beckford. Does that name sound familiar? Isaac Beckford, the main character's father and a scientific genius who is said to have changed the world. He suddenly disappeared one day. His current whereabouts are unknown. I shake my
イ
head.
ギリスの、いや、世界の歴史を変えた科学者。現代のプロメテウスとも呼ばれた男でね。
He's a scientist who has changed the course of history. He has been called the modern day Prometheus. Prometheus? Prometheus?
ギリシャ神話で人類に火を与えた神の名さ。アイザックは現代社会にそれだけの大変革をもたらしたってこったな。
In Greek myth, he brought fire to humanity. Isaac had that much of an impact on the revolution of modern society. Revolution of society. I think I read about that in a book. Was it called the Neon Steam Engine? Neon Steam Engine, one of Isaac's inventions. This machine pulled the United Kingdom into an unparalleled era of technological progress and military expansion.
お、知ってたか？そう。その蒸気エネルギーの保存を可能にした発明により、アイザックはイギリスを発明と軍拡の時代へと誘った。
Hang on, you guys. Apparently, I'm just getting info that my friend apparently can't hear anything. Like, I need to do something. I'll be right back. My wire's probably messed up, so give me a minute. Go lay down, Papa. Let's try now. this on a charger while I play still. There we go. Is it charging? Yep, it's charging. I'll ask him to see if my friend can hear me now. And I'll continue on. So you know of it. That invention led to a massive expansion of Britain's industrial and military power.
英国の軍事技術顧問となったアイザックは強力な新兵器を数々開発するとともに飛行都市ロンドンの建設に着手するも
Isaac became Britain's military technology advisor and developed a number of powerful new weapons, as well as Steel London. But Steel London, the capital city of England, this city was redesigned by the scientific genius Isaac into a massive metropolis. It is the culmination of British military and industrial might, and boasts the greatest defensive capabilities in boasts the greatest defensive capabilities in the world. Oh, I did something. So I can actually hit circle just to see him fully. Nice.
ロンドンの完成を見ることなく自らの地位を後任に託した後ある日から忽然と姿を消した
He never saw the completion of Steel London. He simply disappeared one day after appointing a successor to his position. This all seems like a story about a faraway land and doesn't sound real. That man is really my father?
ああ俺の入手した情報によればそうなっているお前の方で何か思い出せることはないか
Yes, according to the information I was able to find. That is, do you remember anything about him? I shake my head. Lupin seems a little disappointed but sighs.
とにかく英国軍の連中はホロロギウムを回収するためにお前の屋敷に来た理由はまあろくなもんじゃねえようだな
I see. Anyways, those men from the British forces wanted to get their hands on your hormologium, doubtlessly for bad reasons.
全ての背後にあるのはアイザックの意志だろう
What's behind all of this is Isaac's will. My father's will?
そこで華麗なる泥棒紳士であるこの俺は連れて行かれるお前を横からかっさらおうと考えたわけだ
That is when a certain dashing gentleman thief decided to snatch you away from the hands of your captor. All this information is flooding into my head and I feel a little dizzy. I must look very serious because Lupin smiles as if to lighten the mood.
まあいきなりいろいろ話しても理解できねえだろまた機会を見て何度でも話してやるから少しずつ分かっていけばいい
I'm sure all of this is hard to wrap your head around. I'll tell you whatever you want, so just take it in little by little. Okay, I'll do that.
さて今度は俺が質問する番だぜ
Now it's my turn to ask questions. I'll answer what I can.
ホロロギウムだがお前の体に心臓に埋め込まれてるって話それは本当なのか
About the Horogolium, is it true? Do you really have it inside your body? Is it your heart? I nod. It's true, there is a gem embedded into my body. I started to undo my clothing to show him.
お前何やってんだ
What are you doing? This is the Horgolium, isn't it? He looks surprised for a moment, but Lupien's expression turns serious as he looks at my chest. A strange gem, it gleams on my chest like a beating heart. A glowing blue crest spreading across my chest with the gem in the center. The Horgolium is shaped like a flower. Horgolium, a beautiful blue gem embedded in the heroine's chest. Not even she knows why it's there. A large blue gem shaped like a rose spreads across my chest, piercing my skin in places. I have no idea what effect the stone has on my body. If I had to consider that the poison in my body has something to do with this gem. I don't know anything about this. Other people don't have it. Only me. What is it? I want to know too.
わかった。俺の分かってることは全部話せ。それはそれとして。
Alright, I'll tell you everything I know, but before I do, I need to do something. What's that?
お前はまず服を着ろ。
Please put your clothes back on. Why?
どうしてって。そりゃお前、レディのたしなみってもんだろうな。
Why? I mean, it's hardly ladylike etiquette. Lupin turns away. Etiquette? I've read about that in the Mansions book. Etiquette is one of the utmost importance in how men and women interact. I see, so having my shirt off is improper. Okay. I put my clothes back on and sit up. Is this better?
なあ、それでいい。俺が紳士だったからよかったものの、そうじゃなかったらどうなってたことか。
Much, thank you. You're lucky I'm a gentleman. If I wasn't you, don't know what might have happened. I'm sorry.
ああ、いや、別に怒ってるわけじゃねえさ。記憶もそうだな。常識がねえってのも不便なもんだ。
Oh no, I'm not mad. Not having a memory is one thing, but having a common sense is quite another. Lupin inhales sharply, then turns to me with something of a puzzled expression.
さっきから疑問に思ってたんだがよ。お前、なんで俺にこれから自分がどうなるか聞かねえんだ。
I've been wondering this whole time why you haven't asked me what's going to happen to you now. Is that something I should ask you?
そうじゃねえけど、お前、俺にさらわれてるんだぜ。普通気にならねえ？これからどうなるかとかよ。
You don't have to, but I did capture you. Aren't people usually curious about what their captors plan to do with them? I think for a moment. It really doesn't matter.
割と
Doesn't matter?
なんだお前、変わってんな。
You're an odd one, Mademoiselle. A thief with a heart of justice is somewhat odd too.
確かにな。変わってるもん同士、話が合うかもしれねえな。
That's true. Well, seeing as we are both oddities, we may get along pretty well.
ま、そういうことなら話は早い。俺の根城はロンドンにある。これからそこに行くぞ。
That makes things easier. My headquarters are in London. We'll be heading there soon. London.
そう、飛行都市ロンドンだ。
Yes, Steel London. You mentioned that before. What is Steel London?
本気で知らねえのか？これは、
You honestly don't know? My, you really are sheltered. I told you, I never left the mansion.
いや悪い悪い。別にバカにしたわけじゃねえよ。ロンドンってのは地名だな。世界にその悪名を轟かす蒸気の都市だぜ。
Ha! Sorry, I wasn't making fun of you. London is a city of steam with something of an ill reputation. A city of steam. I can't imagine such a thing.
何？行けばわかるさ。見たことないってんならきっと驚くだろうよ。
That's alright. You'll know it when you see it. If you've never been there before, you're in for a surprise. I have a question.
おう、遠慮なく言ってみな。何でも答えてやるぜ。
Certainly. Ask me anything. I'll ask whatever you want. Why did you want to capture me? Are you after the hologram too?
お前がアイザックの計画を知る手がかりになると踏んだから。
I thought you would be a clue to discovering Isaac's
俺
plan.
はアイザックを追ってる。行方不明になって早数年。死んだって見方が一般的だが。
I'm really searching for Isaac. He disappeared years ago, so most would assume that he's long dead.
未だに歴史の舞台裏で何かろくでもないことを企んでる。俺はその手がかりを掴んでてな。
However, he's still working from the shadows and is up to no good. I have good reason to believe this.
で、その計画を阻止するために俺は動いてるってわけだ。
So my goals are to stop whatever plans he has set in motion.
奴の娘のお前なら何か知っているかもと思ったが、ちょっとばかり当てが外れたな。
I thought that you, being his daughter, would have some more information for me. I suppose I was off the mark there. My father's plans.
だが、俺の勘は鋭くてな。お前はこの先間違いなくアイザックにたどり着くための鍵になるはずだ。
I have no doubt that you'll be important in researching Isaac. I have a good sense for this sort of
軍
thing.
の連中からかっさらう形にはなったが、俺に協力してくれ。
I know I ended up kidnapping you from the military, but could I have your cooperation in this matter? I'm sorry, I can't do that.
ま、素直にうなずくとは思ってなかったけどよ。理由を聞いてもいいかな。
Well, I didn't think it would be as easy as that. May I ask why you don't want to help me? What happens to me doesn't matter. But I don't want to let my father down by breaking the rules he set for me. Lupin looks at me questioningly. I was told to stay in that mansion and wait for father to return. I hurt people, that's why I need to be kept away from everyone. This poison, it hurts and kills anything it touches. That's why I must stay there. That is what my father said in his note.
ずっと孤独に生きろって。そんな親の言うことなんざ聞く必要はねえよ。
He commanded you to live your entire life alone? Ha! A man like that has no right to be a father. Don't you listen to him. But
それにな、自分のことどうでもいいなんて言うな。お前にとってお前より大切なやつなんていねえんだ。
And another thing, Shadowmiss. Don't ever say you don't care what happens to you. No one's more important to you than yourself.
それによ、お前も父親に会いたいってならこっちから探しに行けばいい。
If you want to find your father, you should go looking for him. How would I do that?
そうだ。ロンドンにはあらゆる情報が集まる。あれほど人探しに向いてる場所はねえよ。
London is a place of information. There is no better place to begin learning about someone than there.
大体あの屋敷にいたら今度こそ軍隊に連れてかれるぞ。
If you stay in that mansion, the military will just come for you again, and they won't be as easily stopped next time. Those men, they feared me and called me a monster. Lupin is much better than those men. I haven't known him long, but I can tell.
ロンドンには貴族専用の高名な医者連中が山ほどいる。その毒とやらもなんとかなるかもしれない。
And London has tons of famous doctors who treat the rich. So maybe they can do something about that poison. I didn't expect to hear that. You think they can make it go away?
ああ、必ずなんとかしてやる。約束したろ。お前の願いは叶えるって。
I'll make sure it happens. I promised I'd make your dreams come true, remember?
だが、そのためにもお前には協力してもらうぜ。これからしばらくは俺のそばにいてもらう。それが交換条件だ。
But I'm going to need your cooperation. You'll have to stay by my side for a while. That's the trade-off. Lupin extends his hand to me. I look down at my own hand and up into Lupin's eyes. They glittered in the sunlight. So I now finally have a choice after all this time, huh? I can either refuse or take his hand. Sure, why not? I nodded hesitantly and take his hand.
よし、これで契約は成立だ。
Excellent. The deal is sealed. I feel his strong grip through my gloves. When I see his smiling face, I feel warmth in my chest, like a wind blowing into my heart.
そうと決まれば、あとはあいつを待つだけだな。
Now that we're settled, we just need to wait for him. For who?
おう、覚悟しとけよ。あいつはお前みたいな可愛い女に目がねえから。
Oh god. You'd better watch out. He's got a weakness for cute little girls like you. I'm cute? Lupin smirks and bows
も
deeply.
ちろんでございますとも。
Of course, milady.
ロンドンに着けば、あなたの美貌に多くの男が誘惑されることでしょう。
Once we arrive in London, your beauty will draw the attention of many a men.
甘い罠にはくれぐれもご用心ください。お嬢様。
You must beware those sweet temptations, mademoiselle. Lupin's voice is both serious and formal, and I nod meekly in reply.
笑うところなんだから。
I was joking. You're supposed to laugh. I hear the sound of machinery from afar. Maybe those soldiers from last night have found us after all. I stiffened up. Lupin pats me lightly on the shoulder.
安心しとけ。ありゃ仲間だ。うざったさじゃ英国軍の比じゃねえけどな。
Don't worry, he's with my group. He's just about as annoying as the British soldiers, though. Group? I wonder if whoever is approaching is the same person Lupin has mentioned before. I turn and see the machine draw closer, spewing black smoke and roaring. I remember it from last night. A metal box on wheels, a self-propelled machine. It was called an automobile. A horseless carriage is probably the most fitting description. It's so fast. It screeches loudly and comes to a stop in front of me.
Hey, Lupin! 生きてたか?
Lupin! Hey, you're alive! A man covered in suit and wearing goggles sits in a seat atop the machine.
いや、遅くなって悪いね。愛車が言うこと聞かなくってさ。って、 誰だその可愛い子ちゃん。
Sorry I'm late. My beloved car wouldn't listen to me. Wait, who's the cutie?
あ、さてはお前、お宝盗むの諦めてナンパしてやがったな。俺にも紹介しろよこの野郎。
You decided against stealing the treasure and went to pick up girls last night? Introduce me, you bastard.
アホ。目の前にいるその可愛い子ちゃんとやらがお宝だよ。
Dalt, the cutie is the treasure.
はあ、何言ってんの？
Say what? The man gets up to leave his seat. Fire bursts out from the machine and a cloud of smoke surrounds us. Lupin quickly jumps in front of me to shield me with his body. When the blast subsides, I peek around Lupin to look at the newcomer.
いけねえ、またスチームエンジンがいかれちまった。
Ugh, the engine's done it again.
そこの可愛い子ちゃん、2分待ってて。今すぐ君の王子様が素敵な出会いを演出するからね。
Wait just 2 minutes, cutie. Your prince will be right there to enact a romantic first encounter. But we've already had a first encounter. I love you, the man shouts in response for some reason, before diving underneath his vehicle.
やっぱこのパイプか。新品にしてるけど先立つもんがな。
Ah! I knew this pipe was the problem. I want to get a new one, but money's tight.
よーしよーしよしよし。
Alright, good girl. Good, good, good. A short time later.
乗った。
Done all better. The machine releases another huge puff of smoke as he taps it with his wrench.
ごめんね。この子もじゃじゃ馬ちゃんでね。でもこれでちゃんと走れるからさ。
Haha! Sorry about that. She's an unruly one, but she's in tip-top shape once again.
おい、インピー。これ本当にロンドンまで持つんだろうな。
Hey, Impy, is this thing really going to get us to London?
失礼だな。この天才技師がいけるって言ってるんだから持たないわけがねえだろ。
How rude. This genius engineer says so. Then it's got to be true. He stands in the smoke and looks at me.
よっ、はじめまして、可愛い子ちゃん。白馬に乗った君だけの王子の登場だよ。
Well, he definitely doesn't look like a prince, that's for damn sure. Ah, nice to meet you, cutie. It is I, your very own Prince Astride of White Horse. He raises his goggles and smiles at me with his soot-covered face.
悪いやつじゃねえから気にすんな。見ての通り、ただのヘッポコ技師だ。
Don't mind him, he's not a bad guy, he's just a scattered-brained tinkerer.
へっぽこはひでえな。抜群の技師にして大発明家。超絶美形な気品あふれる違いのわかるいい男。
Excuse me, that's distinguished engineer and great inventor. An amazingly good-looking man who knows what's what.
そしていつか月に降り立つ男、インピーバービケーン。現在全力で彼女募集中。よろしく。
Most importantly, a man who will one day land on the moon. Impecky Barnacane. Ready, willing, and available. Nice to meet ya. The moon. Earth's only natural satellite, and Empei's ultimate goal. It glows white, blue, and sometimes even red. Empei Barnacane, a self-proclaimed genius engineer. He is actually gifted, but his actions make others think otherwise. He doesn't take things too seriously and is a ladies' man. I'm Shadow Miss. It's nice to meet you.
なになに、よく見ると本当に可愛いじゃん。俺、ミロのヴィーナスが絵から出てきたのかと思ったよ。
Whoa! Now that I get a closer look at you, you are ridiculously cute. I would swear Venus de Milo escaped from a painting.
ミロのヴィーナスは彫像だろうが、相変わらずいい加減なやつだな。
Venus de Milo is a sculpture. You can't even engineer a proper pickup line.
俺のことはインピって呼んだよね。
Oh, just call me Empei, Miss Shadow Miss. As he's saying this, he gives me a good long stare.
よし、君は特別だ。ご依頼があれば、愛のメンテナンスを大サービスしちゃうぜ。
Well, you are a special one. If you desire full service love maintenance, I can provide it.
今夜君をチューンナップ。
Let me give you the tune-up for a lifetime. I'm not sure how to deal with him. As Impei wipes his grimy face with a rag, Lupin hits him in the face with a punch.
いって、何すんだよ、ルパン。
Ow! What was that for, Lupin?
ヨタ話はここまでだ。そろそろ行くぞ。軍の連中もバカじゃねえんだ。長いは無用だ。
Enough chit-chat. Let's get going. Those troops aren't idiots. We shouldn't stay here for too long.
へいへい。相変わらず肉体言語がお好きなようで、そんなんじゃレディーにモテないぜ。
All right. You're a better speaker with your fists as usual. That's not going to get you any girls, you know.
安心しろ。肉体言語はお前レベルのやつ限定だ。
I only use my fist. I only use my fist to speak with people at your level.
ああ、そんじゃ心配しなくてもいいか。
What'd I
俺
do?
レベルはなかなかいないもんな。
What'd I do? I hit a random button and this did it. Hold on, let me check the manual to see what I did because I don't want to mess anything up. I must have hit like R2 or something. Yeah, no, I hit left stick. So the left stick shows this, apparently. There we go. Oh good, I guess I don't need to worry since there's nobody else at my level.
お前レベルはなかなかいねえよ。
Yes, you're on a level all your own. Impei is cheerful while Lupin sounds annoyed. It's almost as if they're having different conversations.
じゃあ、エンジンかけるぜ。
I'm turning the engine on. The machine roars to life and spews another cloud around us.
おお、もしかしてまた蒸気漏れ。機嫌直してエンジンちゃん。
Whoa! Is she leaking steam again? Come on, darling, you can do it! What can I say? There are a lot of strange people in the world. After this rough start, the automobile runs smoothly for a while as we ride. As we go along, Lupin explains to Impei our situation and what has happened to us.
なるほどね。つまりはルパン、お前が彼女のヒーローみたいな立ち位置になっちゃったわけね。
So if I'm hearing this right, Lupin, then you've set yourself up as the hero to this poor soul.
いいな、羨ましい。その役、俺と変われよ。
I'm so jealous. Trade with me, man.
おい、感想それかよ。もっと他に驚くとこあっただろうがよ。
Is that all you heard from this? There was a lot more that you should have been surprised by. The conversation between Lupin and Impei always seemed to go this way. I could tell that they got along quite well. From time to time, the car screeches and releases a cloud of steam. It seems that this machine runs on steam power. The books in the mansion describe steam engines, and the diagram of them always included a way to vent waste steam. But this automobile doesn't have one. As Impei explained, the Neo steam engine invented by my father allows that energy to be stored without releasing it. That meant that engines could keep steam without the tedious task of constantly stoking a fire and burning coal. That's as much as I understood from Impei's description. It all seems frightfully complicated. Still, Impei's endless chatter and Lupin's arguing served to lift my spirits. We pass through fields, towns, and forests as the automobile runs on and on. Although it lets out some steam from time to time, it never breaks down again. According to Lupin, it's something of a miracle that it runs so smoothly. Impei's talk continued like a river, keeping up a stream of conversation. Lupin chimes in occasionally, but I catch him nodding off once or twice. We drove for a long time, but I was never bored during the trip. The sun is now high in the sky. We finish lunch and ride for a few more hours. Lupin, who has been staring into the distance from the passenger seat, suddenly stretches. It's coming up. What is?
この丘を越えれば気候都市ロンドンのご登場だ。
Once we climb this hill, you'll get your first glimpse of Steele's London. A short while later, just as Lupin said, London appeared in all its glory. The city that sprawls ahead of us is nothing short of a metropolis. It's far larger than any city that the books I've read spoke of, larger than I could have imagined. It's amazing. Any words used to describe it falls short.
二重の巨大な壁と壁上にある砲塔の群れで守られる飛行都市。それがロンドンだ。
A city of steel, protected not only by a great wall, but by a ring of turrets. That's London.
驚いたでしょ。きっと中に入ったらもっと驚くぜ。
Isn't it fantastic, Miss Shadimus? Even greater surprises await you inside.
水道設備は整ってるし、至る所にあるガス灯のおかげで夜でも昼間みたいに輝いてる。
It has a fully functioning sewer system, and thanks to the gas lamps everywhere, it's bright as noon even in the darkest
高
night.
専の渓流島なんかも上層領域じゃ森の木みたいにいっぱい立ってんだぜ。
The high-class districts have airships, mooring posts everywhere sticking up from the rooftop like trees in a forest. Airship. A rigid airframe held aloft by pouches filled with a lighter than air gas. Airships in this setting are powered by the Neo steam engine. This This is London? How did such a huge city come to exist?
いや、今の姿になったのはイギリス最高権力者ビクトリア女王の指揮あってこそだな。一昔前とは大違いだぜ。
It wasn't this way until quite recently. It's thanks to Her Majesty Queen Victoria that the city has grown as it
も
has.
ともと大都市だったとはいえさ、こんだけでかい都市を着工から5年で完成させたってんだから驚きだよな。
Don't get us wrong. Oh, sorry. Don't get us wrong. It started out pretty big, but in only 5 short years, it became the massive place it is today.
女王も急ぐ必要があったんだろう。ロンドンを要塞都市として生まれ変わらせることでイギリスの強力な軍事力を誇示したかったんだ。
The Queen was probably in a rush to showcase Britain's power by transforming her capital into a massive
イ
fortified
ギリス
city.
はヨーロッパ各国に敵対視されてる。軍備充実による他国への牽制がなけりゃ今頃イギリス対ヨーロッパで戦争中だよ。
Britain has many enemies of the continent. Taking such an obviously posture like this has likely prevented war across Europe. I continue to look across the great city as I listen to Impey and Lupin.
見てわかる通り、ロンドンは壁によって2つに分かれてんだ。
As you can see, a wall divides the cities into 2 regions.
外側のごちゃっとした町やら森やら工場やらがアウターロンドンの地域だな。
The mess of towns, forests, and factories outside is known as Outer London. Outer London. The parts of the city surrounding central London. It contains an industrial district and is the most steam-filled area within the city limits.
ロンドンの蒸気エネルギー生成を一手に担う重層街や荒くれ者の多い貧困街、森林部には金持ちたちの別荘もあったりする。
Midtown is where London's steam engines. Did they just. They made a mistake right here. They legit made a mistake right here. Freaking. I think that's supposed to be Lupin, but as the name, but the name is actually put down as London. As in London's talking to us. But it's actually Lupin. That's funny. I understand games having mistakes once or twice. It happens. But it's still funny to see, and it's still a nice laugh. Alright, let me continue. Sorry about that. I just had to point that out. I just had to point that out. Midtown is where London's steam engines are produced. There are some poor areas, and the rich have vacation home outside.
壁を隔てた都市の中心部がセントラルロンドン。この国の政治機関が集中している場所だ。金持ちや権力者、貴族たちの屋敷は大体ここだな。
Beyond the wall, in the center of the city, is central London. That's where politicians, the rich, the powerful, and nobles reside.
で、俺たちが住んでるのはグレーターロンドンの森林部。ある貴族の屋敷に間借りしてるような状態だな。
We live in the forest area of Greater London. We're basically borrowing some space from a certain aristocrat. An
そ
aristocrat?
れは後で紹介する。ここでインピーと待ってろ。
I'll introduce you to him later, Shadamus. For now, please wait here with Impey. Lupin turns his back on us and gathers his hat and cloak to leave. What's the matter, Lupin?
ああ、ちょっと偵察に行ってくる。
One second, you guys. my sister's dog's barking yet again. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to scout the area.
警察？なんでそんな面倒なことを？
You're going scouting? Whatever for?
仕方ねえだろ。このまま外壁に行ったら検問だ。様子を見てくる。公にするとも思えねえが、お前を探してるかもしれねえしな。
There are teams of inspectors along the wall. I'm going to check them out. It's possible they are looking for Shadowmas. You can see the wall from here?
覚えておくな。目が良くなきゃ。
Remember this, Shadowmas. It takes good eyes.
目が良くなきゃいい泥棒にはなれない。はいはい。何回言うんだかな、そのセリフ。
To be a good thief, how many times have you trotted that old chestnut out?
気をつけなよ。ルパンは相当な説教好きだから。
Keep an eye on Lupin, Miss Shadowmas. He'll lecture you to death if you let him.
説教はお前がバカばっかするからだろうが。とにかく行ってくる。小1時間程度で戻ると思うが、一応周りには気をつけろよ。
That's because you refuse to stop being stupid. I'll be back in an hour, so just stay alert and be careful. Gotcha. See you later. Lupin waves to us and leaves. Oh god. Alone at last, Miss Shadowmas. I nod, watching Lupin's receding back getting smaller in the distance. For some reason, I suddenly feel lonely.
どうだい？俺とロンドン万博で展示された新型スクリュープロペラ用蒸気機関について語り合わないか？
Why don't we discuss something interesting like the newest model steam engine that were on display at the London World Expo?
12インチシリンダー4本を駆動させて700馬力を実現させてるんだぞ。
It achieves 700 horsepower using 4 52-inch cylinders. Isn't that incredible?
そう。軽くて
Oh god. Help.
すごいよな。
The design is also light and compact. Science is so beautiful, right? Impei suddenly reaches out as if to stroke my cheek with his hand. I flinch back. If you touch my skin, you'll melt.
もっとそうだった。あまりの美しさに忘れてた。いい女にはトゲがあるって本当なんだな。
Whoa, that's right. You're so beautiful. I forgot. It's true what they say. All the greatest roses have the sharpest thorns. Impei, there's something I'd like to tell you. What kind of person is Lupin?
ルパンのことそんなに気になる？いいな、ルパンばっかり。あ、俺の趣味とか聞きたい。
You want to know about Lupin? What about me? Why don't I tell you about my hobbies? I don't understand. Lupin saved me. I don't know why. That's what I'd like to
お
know.
う、とてもナチュラルに無視するいいよ、ナイスクールビューティー。
I'm impressed that you could blow me off so casually. That's great, Shadowmus. I can get into the frigid beauty thing.
なあ、嘘ちゃんと話すよ。そんな冷たい目で見ないで、俺泣いちゃう。
This game. Hey, I'm kidding. I'll tell you. Those cold eyes of yours will make me cry. Stop looking at me like that.
というか、ルパン、何も話してなかったの？まあ、いっぺんに話して混乱させないようにってことなんだろうけど。
Sorry guys, I'm texting real quickly. I have to text my sister because basically she's at work and I have to keep track of my phone and what she tells me because she had a double shift today and no doubt she's feeling pain and she's very tired, so that's why. Lupin didn't say anything. I suppose he didn't want to confuse you by telling you everything all at once.
よし、そんじゃお近づきの印にこの天才技師インピーさんが教えてあげよう。
Alright, as a gift to commemorate our new friendship, allow me to enlighten
あ
you.
いつはね、いわゆる正義の味方なんだよ。
That man is more or less a hero. Is that so?
そう、あいつは照れて認めないかもだけどさ。
Yeah, he's too embarrassed to admit it himself.
アイザックが作ったイギリスの特務機関タソガレ。まあ今は別の人間が率いてるって話だけど。
Isaac created a special task force known as Twilight. Someone else runs it now.
ほら、君をさらったイギリス軍の連中いるでしょ。あれだって本当はタソガレの連中がやる予定になってたんだ。
You were captured by a British army squad, but it was supposed to have been soldiers from Twilight on that mission.
でもどこかで計画変更になってこの衛兵の連中が駆り出されたってわけ。まあでも助かったよ。タソガレは軍人の中でもエリート揃いだしね。
But that plans got changed somewhere, and those guys came instead. That's good for us because Twilight has the elite forces.
タソガレから君をかっさらうとなればルパンだって危なかっただろうし。まあこれは運が良かったというほかないよ。
If he'd had to rescue you from a Twilight squad, he may have been in some real danger. We got lucky, that's all.
ルパンが言うにはタソガレが大規模なテロを計画してるらしい。
According to Lupin, Twilight is planning some kind of massive terrorist act.
で、その作戦実行のきっかけがホロロギウム。君の胸元にある宝石だっけ？それなんだってさ。
And the first step in executing that plan is getting their hands on that gem in your chest. The hologram, isn't it? This stone? I raise my hands to my chest protectively.
あくまで聞いた話だけどね。で、その情報を偶然知ったルパンはそれを阻止しようとしてるんだ。
「 it's all just heresy, but once Lupin heard about that, he decided to do whatever he can to stop
そ
it.
のために連中の親玉であるアイザックの行方を探したり君を助けたりしてんだって
That's why he's looking for Isaac, the man behind their whole operation, and why he saved you.
なんか結構正義の味方でしょ泥棒のくせしてさ
See? Isn't that heroic? Even for a thief. I see. Lupin himself said that he saved me because he was a thief with a heart of justice. Just knowing all this makes me very happy. So, Lupin's not a bad man.
おいおい、俺を悪人だと思ってたのか？
Hey now, did you think I was evil? I turned startled to see Lupin behind me.
その様子じゃ全部話しちまったみてえだな。ま、そういうわけだ。
It sounds like you've told her everything. Well, that's the long and short
お
of
前を
it.
さらう指示を出したのは、どうか政府の権力者の一人だろう。
It was probably someone with power in the government who gave the order to
も
abduct
ち
you.
ろん政府が相手だろうが、お前を手渡すつもりは全くないけどな。今更だが、悪いな。俺の勝手に巻き込んで。
Can I just say, before I continue on, I've been trying. I was saying when I did this, and from the beginning in my head, okay, I'm gonna get to chapter 2 and I'm gonna end it off right there. But I'm still on chapter 1 and it's already about to hit 2 hours and 30 minutes. And all I did was the prologue, which probably took me 30 minutes to an hour, of course. But I'm on just chapter 1 and I'm still on it. And I don't see chapter 1 ending anytime soon. I'm just saying what's in my mind. These chapters are long, like a chapter book, which I find enjoyable. I honestly thought I would have done more in this game, but oh well, I don't mind reading stuff because it's like a book to me. And most people might not like this game because it's just about reading stuff, but in a way, I don't really care and mind as of right now because this is actually a good story, and I definitely would want to continue on in the future when I have time to stream again. For now, I'm gonna continue. Hopefully I can reach to chapter 2 before 7 o'clock, maybe 8. And then I'll end it. And then I'll try to continue on when I have the time again. Because, like I said before, the only time I can stream is when my family's not around. Because, basically, if you remember in past streams, my mom calling me for things, my sister coming in the middle of my live stream. My sister helps a lot at times when I'm having trouble. At times she has no idea. And then my brother, I can't really say much about him, really. Anyways, I'm gonna continue now. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. Of course, government officials or not, I have no intention of giving you up. I'm sorry to involve you in this. Truly, I am. I shake my head at Lupin's words. I can't find the right words to say it, but meeting you, I think it was a good thing.
そうか。そりゃよかった。
I see. That's good.
俺も一応いることを忘れないでね
I'm sitting right here. Oh, and Lupin?
おうまた無視ですか
again with the ignoring me. I want to know about my father too. There's so much I need to ask him. Why I was left alone in that mansion. Why I have no memories if he can make this poison go away? Why did he make me a monster? I need to ask him face to face.
なら、俺とお前の目的は一致してる。改めて、これからよろしく頼むぜ。
Then our goals align. Let's make our partnership official. Lupin holds out his right hand. The second handshake. I shake his hand without hesitation.
俺もよろしく。
Partners, right? What are there, Miss Shadowmiss? Impei firmly grasps my other hand. His smile is the brightest I've ever seen.
で、話は変わるんだが、検問の様子を見てきた。こいつを見てくれ。
Back to business. I scouted out the checkpoint. Take a look at this. Lupin pulls some papers from his jacket. Wanted. Crimes against the state. My throat. And this is why I hope this ends soon, because my throat's actually dry. It's not used to be like reading for a long time out loud. Wanted. Crimes against the state. Victor Frankenstein?
どれどれウェストリバー工
Go
場
lay down.
12人を殺害した凶悪
I'll take care of you guys soon. Let me see. Vicious terrorists wanted for the bombing of the West River factory, killing 12?
人間には危ないやつが多いね
Yikes, that's one dangerous
も
man.
ともとは宮廷錬金術師の一等研究家。エリート中のエリートだったようだが、こうなっちゃ経歴も台無しだね。
He was formerly a royal alchemist and a leading researcher, one of the best. His career is ruined now. The picture of the wanted posters of a kind-looking young man with glasses. He doesn't look vicious at all. It doesn't pay to judge a book by its cover.
でこの手配書がどうしたの
So what's so interesting about this poster?
どうやらそいつを捕まえるべく検問をやってるようだ。俺たちとは関係ないが、裏で俺らのことも探してるかもしれない。
The extra security on the checkpoints is to catch this man. It has nothing to do with us, but we should still be careful.
まあまあ俺ら今誘拐犯みたいなもんだしな
Makes sense. We are a couple of kidnappers on the run right now. I'm sorry to cause you trouble.
お前が謝ることじゃねえだろ。そもそも俺らが好きでやったことだしな。
You need to apologize, mademoiselle. Doing this was our decision.
そうそう気にしないで
Yeah, don't worry about us, Miss Shadamus.
じゃあほとぼりが冷めるまでロンドンには入らない方がいいってこと
Well then, would it be better if we stayed out of London until things cooled down a bit?
ロンドンは人で溢れてる。中まで行きゃよほどのことがない限り見つからねえだろ。
No, London is overflow.
ロンドンに入りてえことだな。
You done? Okay. No, London is overflowing with people. Once we're inside, we'll be hard to find. We're better off entering the city quickly.
じゃあどうすんだよ
Then what will we do?
写真の類は撮られてねえはずだ。それに昨夜の連中は王室の近衛兵。わざわざ検問に出張ってくるとも思えない。
They don't have any pictures of us, and those men last night were from the Royal Guards. They wouldn't be manning checkpoints.
身分を偽れば簡単に抜けられるさ。
We'll pass through easily if we falsify our identities. Impei and I nod along with Lupin's plan. They give me a map to the mansion in case something happens to separate us and I have to go alone. To be even more cautious, in order to avoid the three of us being captured together, we decided to split into two groups.
まあインフィと一緒に行くのが無難といや無難だな。
I suppose it is safer for you to go with Mpe for this one. With Lupin's suggestion, Mpe and I proceed to the checkpoint together. He and I are supposedly going to try to pass as a married couple to make it through. Mpe and I, the two of us.
そんな不安そうな顔しないでよ。夫であるこの俺がどんな時でも支えるからさ。
I'm sorry, just the music itself. The music itself is funny. Hey, don't look so concerned, Chalmers. As your husband, it is my duty to support you through thick and thin.
健やかなる時もやめる時も
In,
誓いのキスを
in sickness and in health, now you may kiss the groom.
ああはいはいとっとと行ってこい。そして捕まってしばらく反省しろ。
Alright, that's enough. Just hurry up and get caught so you can reflect on your actions for a while.
なんで捕まるの前提なんだよ。
Why do I need to get caught?
気をつけろよ。これは遊びでやってるわけじゃねえんだ。パートナーは
Be careful, Mademoiselle. This is not a trifling matter, and your partner is Mpe. I understand.
どうして俺がパートナーだとそんな決意が必要になってくるの？
What? Stop making it sound like I'm some kind of burden to her. We approach a huge gate. Beyond it, I see many buildings. The gate is crowded with people, and a line is waiting to get through the checkpoint. We join the long line. Finally, it is our turn. I'm a little nervous.
まあ安心しなよ。このインピー様の発明品に任せておけば。
Don't you worry, my invention will handle this for us.
発明品どこやったっけ？確かポケットに。
Where'd it go? I thought I put it in my pocket. I'm extremely uneasy.
おあったあった。これだよこれ。聞いてよ。これはね。
Oh, it's right here. Listen, Miss Shadowmiss, this is...
次のもの前へ。
Next!
お、いよいよ俺らの番だ。
Oh, it's our turn, finally.
俺を信じて身を委ねてりゃいいのさ。
Come on, just trust me and follow my lead. Mpe, wait! Mpe and I walk over to the guard.
ロンドン市民か。
Are you a citizen of London?
いや、ロンドン観光に来たんだよ。ね、ナタシアちゃん。
Oh no, Cesar. Me and the missus were here to see the sights. Ain't it so, Natasha? Mpe turns to me and wiggles his eyebrows.
ね、ナタシアちゃん。
Ain't it Natasha? Who's Natasha?
ちょっと話合わせなきゃ。演技でいいんだって演技で。
You've got to go along with me. It's all an act. You have to tell me things like this beforehand.
アドリブ。人生にはアドリブ大切だよ。
It's called ad-libbing. It's an important life skill, Shadowmiss.
おい、そっちの娘の名前はナタシアじゃなかったのか？
Shadowmiss? I thought you said your wife's name was Natasha.
怪しいやつだな。ふざけてるなら捕まえて取り調べるぞ。
I'm afraid I'm going to have the two of you detained for suspicious activity. The other guards begin to gather around us. I feel someone staring at me and turn. Lupin is watching us with a look of disbelief and frustration.
どうやら袋小路に追い詰められたようだ。
Looks like we're cornered in a dead end. It seems more like we cornered ourselves. And at a full run, no less.
だがしかし、こんなこともあろうかと、インピーさんは秘密兵器を用意していたのだ。
However, I have prepared a secret weapon just in the event of events like this.
兵器だと。
A weapon? The guards stand back warily as Impei holds up a tiny tube over his head.
そう、名付けて瞬間催眠装置。この光を浴びれば立ちどころに俺の言うことに逆らえなくなるのだ。
Yes! Once the light of this hypnosis device shines upon you, you won't be able to resist any command I gave.
なんだと？
What? If you had something like that all along, why didn't you use it sooner?
さあ、くらえ！インピーフラッシュ！
Take this! Hypno Flash!
で、これは何の冗談だ？
What kind of joke is this?
え、あれピカって光るはずなのに、フラッシュバルブの調整間違ったかな？
Hold on. It's supposed to light up really bright. Maybe the flash bulb wasn't adjusted. Impei fiddles with the tube. Impei, I think we might be in trouble. The guards circle around us, blocking our way and ready to attack. They're going to get us.
怪しい奴め、詰め所へ来い。
You're coming with us to the station.
全員で一斉に飛びかかるぞ。
Come quietly or things will get rough.
おう、これまた団体さんでまあ。
Hold on there. I think you've invited everybody to this little party
けど
here.
甘いな。この天才技師の奥の手、舐めないでもらおうか。
But ha! You don't know who you're up against. This engineer has one more ace up his sleeve. Don't underestimate my genius. What's your last idea?
それは。
It's... Impei suddenly grabs me and lifts me up off the ground.
逃げるんだよ。
Run!
逃げたぞ。おい、おい。
After them! Impei begins running at furious speed with the guards on his heels.
ここから先は行かせん。
You're not getting out of here! Impei doesn't stop running, not even with guns pointed at him. He flies past everyone.
よいしょ。
Here we go! He leaps up, flying over the guards' heads.
このまま逃げ切るよ。
They'll never catch us, Miss Shadow Miss. I see.
走れ俺、風のごとく。
Run, Impei, run like the wind. Impei somehow picked up the speed. I'm impressed with his physical abilities, but this hardly counts as an ace for a genius engineer to play. He runs for a while, and once we are both certain that the guards have lost us, he lets me down.
危ないところだったね。もちろん俺の活躍によってなんとかなったけども。
That was close. Luckily, my brave action saved the day. Yeah, I suppose it did. I see his satisfied expression and can't bring myself to mention that his actions were what caused all the trouble as well. You're very fast. Perhaps even faster than the automobile that we rode here in.
俺ってば、やるときはやる男なんだよね。どうぞ、惚れ直した。
I'm the sort of man who can get things done when it's called for. What do you think? Are you deep in love with me? No, I wasn't in love to begin with.
またまた照れちゃって。
Don't be shy now. I'm not being shy.
さてさて、ずいぶん走ったけど、どうやら仮想街にまで入っちゃったみたいだね。
Well, we ran for quite a while. It seems we're in the lower street area. Where's that? I look around us. The buildings are smaller than near the entrance and seem less well maintained. Still, the people here look cheerful and they greet each other happily as they pass. I hear laughter and shouting from all around us. Remember when Lupin explained the city? This is Lower Town, the most impoverished area in outer London. Lower Town. A very inaccurate neighborhood that looks like a mess of odds and ends. Its residents have little income and the area is not very safe. Definitely have to keep that in mind. The area is not really safe. It was originally temporary housing for workers involved in the reconstruction. It's very lively. It is and fun too, but you need to stay alert. There are a lot of dirty, rotten scumbags here. And if they saw a girl like you walking around by herself, you'd soon attract a lot of attention from troublemakers. Troublemakers? Like you, Impei? Yeah, sure, like me. You wound me. Why would you think so low of me? At least get to know me better. Lupin said that I had to watch out for you, that you were trouble. I'm sorry if I was mistaken. Damn it, Lupin! Telling lies about me? We continued talking this way as we made our way towards the mansion that Lupin had made his hideout here in London. I thought we would make it there without any further problems, but as I stood admiring a street performance, I turned to see that I was alone in the crowd. He's not here. Not over there either. I look for the man I had been traveling with, but I can't find him. If I take too long, the sun will set. What should I do? There isn't much that I can do. I need to make my own way to the mansion. He might already be waiting for me there. Excuse me, are you looking for someone? Someone calls out to me. Perhaps I could be assistance. That would be very kind of you. I bowed to the helpful man. Who are you looking for? A tall man with long hair calling himself an engineer. An engineer? I don't know if he's who you're looking for, but I saw someone resembling that earlier. Would you like me to take you to him? That would be wonderful. Please do. My pleasure. This way, please. The man starts walking ahead of me and I follow along. I continue to follow him into an alley. There is no one else around, and the street here is covered in filth. What would he be doing here? Excuse me, but where is he? Just a little further, so if you would. Thank you, you're so kind. Oh, it's no problem. We continued to walk even further. I can't even hear the street noise now. The man turns to face me.
ここで見たんですよ。
This is it. This is where I saw him. There's no one here.
出てこいてめえら。獲物を連れてきたぞ。
Come on out, fellows. I brought us a real catch.
お、上玉じゃん。
She's a fine specimen.
飛ばしたら結構な金になるんじゃね
She'll be worth a lot, that's for sure. Two men appear from the shadows behind him. They must be friends of the kind man. Birthday lot? What are you talking about?
あんたのことだよ。お嬢さん。
We're talking about you, my dear. The man reaches out to me. With fear and memory bursting through me, I back away. Don't touch me.
いいね。そういう反応。悪くない。
Oh, this is nice.
悪くないよ。
Very, very nice. The men draw closer and I try to back up. Soon my back hits the wall. I don't know what these men intend to do, but it's surely something I wouldn't welcome. There is nowhere to run. I stand to panic and look
声
around.
を上げても無駄だぜ。この辺りじゃ誰も助けになんて来ねえからな。
There's no use shouting. Nobody's around here is going to help. The man reaches out again and I flinch. He grabs my shirt and tries to rip it open. No, don't touch me.
綺麗な肌じゃねえ。
Your skin is so smooth.
おい、お前手を見ろ、手。
Your hand, look. Smoke is rising from the skin of the man who had touched me.
あっち。
It's hot! It's hot! He starts to scream and roll on the ground, clutching his hand as a burning odor begins to fill the area.
なんだ、どういう手品だ。
What's happening? What trick is this?
わからねえ。おい、油断すんなよ。こいつ見かけ通りの女じゃねえぞ。
I don't know, but watch her. She's not what she seems.
肌に触れた途端、手が焼けただれた。化け物だ。こいつ、化け物だ。
She started burning me the moment I touched her. Witch! Monster! I told you not to touch me. The other two men pull out knives and slowly approach me. There's no escape. I wonder if the knives would melt if they touched me and if they would still
死
hurt.
ね
Die! The man raises his knife high.
目を閉じて耳を塞いで
Close your eyes and cover your ears. I heard a voice shout and something lands on the ground between myself and the man. There is a burst of intense light and sound when the object hits the ground. I had quickly covered my eyes and ears as instructed, but the intensity still makes me dizzy for a moment. I lose my balance and fall over, but oddly I fail to hit the ground.
もう大丈夫ゆっくり目を開けてごらん
You're alright now. Open your eyes slowly. I open my eyes. Someone is holding me.
怪しいものじゃないよ
You don't need to
君
fear
を
me.
どうこうする気もない安心して
I'm not going to do anything to you. You're safe. Thank you for saving me. Who are you?
ごめん訳あって名乗ることはできないあまだ少し顔色が悪いね
I'm afraid I can't tell you that. You still look a little pale. What happened to those men?
みんな倒れてるよ
They're all knocked out. Are they dead?
心配しないで彼らは気絶しただけだ五感に強烈な刺激を与えられたことで
目を回してるだけさ。
No, just unconscious. When the senses receive extreme stimulation, the mind shuts off for a while in reaction. Good.
ずいぶん優しいんだね。自分を襲った奴らを心配するなんて。
You're very compassionate to worry about men who were attacking you.
それにしても、その胸元の宝石は。
Though I have to admit, that gem.
ああ、これは失礼。
Excuse me.
女性の胸元をまじまじと見つめるなんて申し訳ない。悪気はなかったんだ。
It's rude of me to stare at a woman's chest, be jeweled or no. I meant no disrespect. He gently releases me. This is no
君みたい
place.
な女の子がこんなところにいちゃダメだ。この辺りは治安が悪いからね。
This is no place for a girl like you. It's not safe here.
それに知らない人の言葉はまず疑うこと。特にこういった場所ではね。
One second, you guys. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I do need to take my siblings' dogs out. So just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Dogs took longer than I thought they would. Sorry about that. Right now I see one, but I can't see the other dog, so no doubt she's eating somewhere. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on. Sorry that I took so long. I'm hoping chapter 1 finishes soon because it's already 7, and I want to make sure I end this off at like 7:45 in a way. Besides, you must already be suspicious of strangers, especially in places like this. I see.
ひとまず通りまでエスコートするよ。また何かあったら大変だ。
I'll escort you back to the main street. We don't want anything to happen to you. Thank you, but can I trust you? You're a stranger too.
僕に限っては例外扱いにしてほしいところかな。
Oh, yes, well, perhaps you can make an exception in my case. He starts walking back up the alley, and I follow along, fixing my clothes. His face seems so familiar. After we walk for a while, I hear the city.
さて、ここまで来れば大丈夫かな。これからは気をつけてね。
Well then, I think you'll be safe out here. Do be careful. Alright.
ところで、改めて聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
By the way, I'd like to ask you.
くそ、一体どこに消えた？
Damn, where did he go?
この辺りに隠れているはずだ。くまなく探せ。
He's got to be hiding around here somewhere. Search carefully. I stiffen in reaction to the angry shouting coming towards us. Could they be more of the men who had tried to kidnap me?
くそ、もうここまで追っ手が回ったか。予想したよりも早いな。
No, they're already this close. They're faster than I anticipated. What?
どこに消えた？ビクター・フランケンシュタイン！
Where is he? Frankenstein! I know you're here somewhere. The name shocks me into recognition, and I stare up at the man with me. I remember now. You're the wanted man.
まあ、お察しの通りだよ。僕が指名手配犯のビクター・フランケンシュタインさ。
Yes, you have me pegged. I'm the criminal, Victor Frankenstein. He laughs without humor, then narrows his eyes behind his glasses.
つけられてるね。
You're being followed. What are you talking about?
こっちへ。
This way. Frankenstein suddenly takes my hand and begins running. Wait, Mr. Frankenstein, what do you mean I'm being followed? Aren't you the one being chased?
フランでいいよ。もちろん僕も追われてるけど、君も追われてるようだよ。
Just call me Victor. Of course I'm being pursued, but someone seems to be after you as well. Pursued? By the police?
いや、ヤードの連中が追ってるのは僕だけだ。君はもっと別の、も
No,
っとずっと怖いやつに追われてる。
no. The yard is only after me. You're being followed by a different, much scarier group. Who?
黄昏だよ。
Twilight. Victor doesn't respond to any more of my questions as we continue running. After we have run through the maze-like warren of alleyways, he finally comes to a stop.
巻いたかな。
I wonder if we lost them. Victor, are you alright?
大丈夫。というか、すごいな君。息一つ乱してない。やっぱりその宝石の力が。
I'm fine, but impressive. You're not out of breath at all. That must be the power of that gym at work. The gym?
いや、 なんでもないよ。気にしないで。
Oh, I mean, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Victor, are you really the same Victor Frankenstein as on the wanted posters?
ああ、そうだよ。僕の名前は
Yes,
ビクター・フランケンシュタインで間違いない。
that is my name. No doubt about it.
けど僕は誓って罪など犯してないんだ。
But I swear, I've committed no
出会っ
crime.
たばかりの君にこんなことを言っても
I
信
doubt
じられないと思うけど、
that you'd believe me since we only just met.
僕は何もしていないんだ。無実のまま指名手配犯にされている。僕を犯罪者に従っている人たちにね。
But I'm innocent. I didn't do anything. There are people who want to have me painted as a criminal. Who would want to do that?
イギリス政府さ。彼らは僕を。
The British government. They want to. Victor abruptly stops talking. He looks behind me, eyes rolled in surprise. What's the matter?
危ない。
Watch out! Victor suddenly pushes me back down. At the same time, I hear a strange noise. I turn behind me to look and see a man wearing a bizarre bird-like mask pointing a blade straight at me. I take your shadows. What?
頭を下げて。
Duck! As the man raises his sword again, Victor throws a glass tube full of liquid. I feel a blast of heat and hear a muffled sound. It's probably the same thing he used to save me earlier. However, the masked man jumped away quickly to avoid the explosion. Victor takes my hand and throws 2 more tubes at the other end. Explosions go off, one after another. Through the rising black smoke, I see the mysterious man on the ground.
急いでここを離れよう。すぐに仲間もやってくるはずだ。逃げた方がいい。
We'd better run while we can. There will be others here soon. We've got to get away from here. Victor begins running and I follow. I continue to chase after him until we arrive at a large street. Compared to the impoverished areas, this place is much cleaner and better organized. It's probably a street in Midtown like Lupin explained to me. Midtown, much cleaner than Lower Town with wider streets. Its residents are comprised of the working class with a handful of upper classes mixed in.
ここまで逃げれば大丈夫。追ってはいないはず。
We should be safe here in public. They shouldn't come after us now. Victor, are you all right?
いや、大丈夫。ちょっと運動不足で。僕は本来学者だから体を動かすのが苦手で。
No, I'm just a little out of shape. I'm an academic, so I'm not used to heavy physical exertion. Victor catches his breath and looks at me.
けどよかった。怪我もなく、なんとか逃げ出せたんだから。
Anyways, I'm glad no one got hurt, and we managed to get away. I nodded in agreement. Thank you for saving me,
い
twice.
や、お礼なんていいさ。僕が勝手に君を助けたんだからね。
There's no need to thank me. I acted of my own accord.
それよりも、君は僕から逃げないのかい？
But I am curious. Aren't you going to try to flee me? Why would I run from you now?
どうしてって、ほら、一応僕は指名手配犯だ。逃げるなり、大声を出すなり、警察に逃げ込むなり。
Why? Because I'm a wanted criminal. Wouldn't it be natural to scream and shout or go run to the police? Should I?
いやいや、決してそういうわけじゃないんだけどね。
No, it's nothing like that at all. You're a good person who saved me, and I'm on the run as well. Victor smiles a little.
そう。
I see.
改めて
My bad,
自
sorry.
己紹介させてほしい。僕の名前はビクター・フランケンシュタイン。もともとは政府に仕える錬金術師なんだ。
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Victor Frankenstein. I used to be a government alchemist. Victor Frankenstein, a former British royal alchemist who has a leading research in many fields. He is currently wanted as a violent criminal. I know. I read the poster. It said that you were behind a terrorist attack on a factory.
でもそれは濡れ衣だ。僕はやってない。すぐには信じてはもらえないだろうけど。
I've been falsely accused. I didn't do it. I know you had no reason to believe me right away, but I believe you. What? It's wrong not to trust someone who has risked his own safety to save me not once but twice.
ありがとう。信じてくれて嬉しいよ。
Thank you. I'm glad someone believes me. I'm the one who should be thanking you. I never introduced myself either. I'm Shadamus. I give him a short introduction of my origins and my reasons for being in London.
永久機関ホロロギウム。君の胸元に埋め込まれていた宝石がそうなのかい。
Unlimited energy. Horogolium. Is that the gem underneath your skin? That's what Lupin said.
ルパン。でもそうか。
Lupin. But I see. Victor appears to think something over and then looks right at me.
一つ提案がある。僕に君の体を見させてほしいんだ。
Shadamus, I have a suggestion. I would like you to let me examine your body. What? Why? Do you want to see me naked?
いや違うよ。そういう意味じゃなくて、医者として診察したいってことだよ。
What? No! I mean, examine it as a doctor. I see.
これでも一応医術を収めてるし、科学や錬金術の知識もある。君の力になれると思うんだ。
I do practice medicine and I have knowledge of chemistry and alchemy. I believe I can be of help to you. Alchemy, an attempt to transmute elements into other elements, most notably based metals into gold.
やるだけやらせてほしい。
I'd like you to at least let me try. I can see it in his eyes that he's not lying, but I definitely want to know more of the ore. I want to allow it because I want to definitely know the origin of the poison in her body, as well as more of the hologram. Because by what they talk about it, it's a unlimited energy source, but why does she have it and why does she have poison in her body, which makes her a monster, and when did she have it? And why did her father put the trust of putting it into her skin, his own daughter's skin, and that's it? And called her a monster, keeping her hidden from the world. She legit knows nothing, so I'll allow it. Alright, I'd like you to try.
力になるよ。
Thank you. I think I can help you. Victor smiles and looks relieved.
よかった。出会ったばかりの僕を受け入れてもらえるかわからなかったから。ありがとう。
I'm glad. I wasn't sure you would accept my help since we only just met. Thank you. I do have one question though. Why are you going through so much trouble to help me?
ああ、それは僕にも力を貸してほしいことがあるんだ。
Oh, it's because I think you can help me with something too. I can?
もうかなりの間逃亡生活を続けてる。このままじゃ見つかるのも時間の問題だ。
Yes, I've been on the run for quite some time now. It's only a matter of time before they catch me.
できればしばらく君たちの家にかくまってほしいんだ。
I'd like you to let me hide out at this Lupin's mansion, if possible. He gives me a plaintive look. I think for a while before I speak. It's not my home, so it isn't my place to decide anything like that. I'll ask Lupin. I think he'll say yes. Because he's a hero.
信用してるんだね。その人のこと。
This man. You really do trust him. I feel a tickle in my chest like a butterfly and take a paper from my pocket. Victor asks what it is, and I tell him that it's a map. Lupin gave me this so I could find my way there in case we were separated.
どうしたの？
What is it, Chatamus? I don't know where we are now, though.
地図によればこの道を上がっていけば屋敷に着くはずだね。
Let me see. According to the map, we should go down the street. Victor and I walk along the street together, the moonlight shining through the leaves of the trees. It's funny to me to see forests and hills enclosed within a city's walls.
この辺りは環境がいいから富裕層の屋敷や別荘なんかがあるんだけど、ルパンという人は貴族か何かなの？
This is a very nice area. The more wealthy people have their estates and vacation homes here. Is this Lupin from nobility? I don't know much about him myself, but one thing that I do know is that Lupin is a thief with a heart of justice.
泥棒なの？というか正義なの？泥棒なのに？
A thief? But he believes in justice? Even though he steals for a living? Yes. Indeed. Victor tilts his head to the side in thought and continues walking. Then, without warning, the forest clears, revealing a huge mansion standing before us.
うわ、ずいぶん立派な屋敷だね。地図によれば、ここが彼らの屋敷らしいけど。
That's a very fine building. This is it, according to the map. I'm not too sure myself. I look up at the mansion in awe as Victor double checks the map. Well,
でもここで間違いないみたいだよ。明かりもついてる。行ってみようか。
well, this seems to be the right place. The lights are on. Shall we give it a try? Victor starts towards the door, but I stop in my tracks and look down at my feet.
どうしたんだい？
What's the matter? They're probably going to be worried. I caused them trouble and I don't know how I'm going to face them.
そうか。ならなおさら早く姿を見せて安心させてあげなくちゃ。
I see. All the more reason to show them that you're fine, so they'll stop worrying.
きっとみんな君の到着を待っているはずだよ。
They're all likely waiting for you. Victor's right. I nod and push open the gate to enter the garden surrounding the mansion. We walk towards the looming main building. I take a deep breath and knock on the door. There is no response. I try again. Again, no reaction. No matter how much I knock, nobody answers the door. I push on it lightly and the door swings open with a creak. Huh? It's open. That seems a bit careless.
待って。
Wait,
様子がおかしい。僕が先に行こう。
wait,
君は後ろに。
wait. Something's wrong. I'll go ahead. You follow me. He pushes the door open as we see inside into a huge foyer.
これはすごい。ルパンという人は相当な貴族だね。
Incredible. This Lupin must be a man of considerable means. Victor takes a step into the hall. At that moment,
動くな。
don't move! Lupin and Impey stand to either side of Victor, looking ready to attack.
手荒い歓迎だね。
This is a rough welcome.
黙ってろ。てめえ、指名手配犯のフランケンシュタインじゃねえか。
Quiet.
そいつに何しやがった。
You're that wanted terrorist, Frankenstein. What have you done to her?
返答次第じゃ、ただじゃおかねえぞ。
Choose your answer carefully, or you won't be happy with how we
ま
react.
さかこんなことからあんなことまでなんて羨まいやけしからん。
Did you do anything with her? You lucky son of I mean you bastard. No?
まず、そいつは返してもらうぜ。俺
First,
の大切な盗品を。
first you're going to return our precious stolen treasure.
具体的に何しやがった。つぶさにつまびらかに話せちくしょう。
What exactly did you two do? Don't spare any details, damn it! Let me explain.
もう大丈夫だから今夜俺がきちんと慰めてあげるからね。もちろんベッドの上で。
Don't worry, Shadow Miss. I'll make sure to comfort you tonight in bed, of course.
僕はいつまで手を挙げてればいいのかな。
Do I still have to keep my hands in the air now?
俺がいいって言うまでだ。つがインピ、お前はちょっと黙ってろって。
You'll keep your hands up until I say otherwise. Impey, shut up! Listen to me! Lumpei, Empei, and Victor all look at me in surprise at my sudden outburst. Having to shout like that was a little embarrassing, but I clear my throat. Victor all he did was save me.
なるほど。
I
どう
see.
やら無理やり連れてこられたとか、そういうことじゃなさそうだな。
I see. So he didn't drag you here by force or anything like that? I nod.
おいフランケンシュタイン、俺の彼女に手を出してみろ。ただじゃおかな。
See, Frankenstein? See here, Frankenstein. If you lay one finger on my girl, you'll be in a world of Ow!
いっていきなり殴るなよルパン。俺の天才的頭脳がダメになったらどうすんだ。
What the hell did you hit me for, Lupin? What if you were to damage my genius mind?
安心しろ。てめえの頭はそれ以上ダメにならねえ。で、事情を聞かせてもらおうか、お二人さん。
Don't worry. I don't think it could get any more damage than it already is. Would you two mind telling us what happened? I'm sorry you were worried about me. Impei and Lupin take a deep breath to speak, but I keep talking before they can interrupt. This man is the wanted criminal, Victor Frankenstein, but he also saved my life. I explained how I met Victor and I gave them a summary of the events that happened to us. Of course, I also made sure to tell them that Victor was innocent of the attack that he was blamed for on the posters. And Victor wants to use this place to hide for a while in exchange for searching for a way to help me with my poison.
彼女の治療法の研究以外にも僕にできることは何でもする。君たちへの協力は惜しまないよ。
More than that, I'm willing to help you in anything you need me to do. You'll have my full cooperation.
元宮廷錬金術師筆頭家か。錬金術に関するこの国の最高頭脳ね。
The former royal alchemist and a leading researcher. You're the best this nation has to offer regarding alchemy.
まあいいだろう。頼りになりそうだ。俺はアルセーヌ・ルパン。世紀の大泥棒だ。そいつのことよろしく頼むぜ。
Fine, I think we'll have some use for you. I am Azrin Lupin, greatest thief of the 19th century. Take good care of her.
あ、よろしく。
It's a pleasure to meet you.
俺はインピー・バービケーン。いずれ月に行く男だ。よろしくな。
And I'm Impei Bonacane. One day I'll go to the moon. Good to meet you.
ところでさ、フラちゃん。本当に彼女の毒をなんとかできるの？
And by the way, Vicky, can you really do something about her poison? Impei leans closer to Victor and pokes him in the chest with his finger.
努力はしてみるよ。
I'll try my best.
おう、期待してるぜ。やったね。ようやく俺たち二人愛を交わすことができるね。
One second, you guys. Great, I'm counting on you. This is fantastic. Miss Shadow Miss, we'll finally be able to consummate our love. Uh-oh. What? I'm sorry, but even if we were to rid my body of this poison, I have no intention of consummating anything.
今がダメでも明日があるさ。大丈夫。Never give up.
Maybe not tomorrow, but there's always... Maybe not today, but there's always tomorrow. It's alright. Never give up. Nothing about this strikes me as alright at all.
それじゃあここにかくまってくれるんだね。
Then will you allow me to hide out in this
いいん
place?
じゃねえか。まあこの屋敷の主がうんと言えばだよな。
Sure, why not? Only if the owner of this mansion were to agree to it, of course.
とりあえず疲れただろ。あんま手の込んだもんは作れねえけど、ちゃちゃっと飯にしようぜ。
You must be tired, am I right? I can't do anything to elaborate, but why don't you have a quick meal? You can cook, Senpai?
おうともよ、もちのろんだぜ。これでも料理の腕には自信があるんだ。
Of course I do. Just leave it to me. I'm as fantastic as an engineer in the kitchen as I am in the workshop.
ああ、それは俺が保証するぜ。効果は何から何まで。
Ah, shit, it's already 7:49. I guarantee you'll enjoy it, even though he's scatterbrained about everything else.
ちっち。
Tis,
他
tis,
も超
tis.
一流だっての。ルパンってば、嫉妬しちゃってさ。
I'm top notch in everything I do. You're just jealous of my skills, Lupin. Sure, whatever.
さあ、行こうぜ。リビングはこの奥だ。
Let's get going, Miss Shadow Miss. The living room is back there. Lupin and Empei start walking away.
君の仲間は随分と面白い人たちなんだね。
Your friends are an interesting bunch. Friends?
違うのかい？
Aren't they? Yes, they are. Let's go. I slowly walk after Lupin and Impei. I should be tired after all that's happened, but I feel lightheaded. One second, you guys. Give me a second. I need to figure out if this game auto-saves. Because I don't want to exit out and then it deletes everything I've done right now. Quiet! Sorry, the dogs are barking. Give me 1 second. Guys, unfortunately, I have to end it right here. It's already 8 o'clock. I have to eat. I have to go do things. So I'll leave it off here for now. Hopefully when I exit out... Ah, shit. I didn't even get to read that. Is there a way to exit out? Wait. Oh my god, it went auto. I don't even know what it said there. Let me check. I have to read the buttons to see how to get out. Okay. It's not telling me if it's gonna save it or not. Quick save, LB. So, the only way to quit this game is by exiting out. So either way, after this, I'm pretty much done. I will go back into this whole system that shows what was said last time. But for now, I'm ending it off here. If you like this broadcast, please leave a like. Comment down below what more games you want me to play. Subscribe to my channel if you want more of my content. I finally have my Twitter page back up. I had trouble getting into it, but now I have it once again. I believe that's it. I really have nothing much else to say. It's been quite a long time since I live stream. Yes, I know. I'm sorry, but life happens, so yeah, I can't really say much about that. But anyways, this is Shamus Dragnus, and I'm logging out. See you soon, everyone.